Out here, it's a good environment.
We want to set up here today to kind of showcase the community.
Are you trading up just because you want to have that high-end card to sell, or you just want to hold it just to have it?
But is it processing or are we
Gambling.
Is it gambling? I took the perspective of I need to get to know more people and like have conversations with.
This is one of the things like, oh, you want to make this deal? I'll put you on my video. Like, nah, I'm okay.
Y'all ready for Dr. Strange? Just a question. Are you ready, bro?
See, and then he had it signed by him.
No, when they cut Darth Maul in half, I literally yelled out, "No!"
If I would have known BGS has more value long-term wise, I think I would have went that route.
But do you have certain cards that you know you're gonna hold on to?
Yeah, FD, man, I'm in it for the long term.
What's up, JD?
F Dizzle, we back. What's up, man?
What's going down?
Yo, hide the mess. Hold up. Let me fix them. Hold up.
But
there's
some adjustments needed, JD.
I had to make some adjustments. You're right. What's up, big fella?
I'm good, man. I am good.
Hey, the Bears almost won today.
Yeah, but the Bears will find a way to lose. Did you see the strip?
What script?
Receiver catches the ball, running down the sideline, fakes a defender out. I think that same defender comes up back behind him and strips the ball.
I saw the play. I was like, ooh, I said FD's team gonna make a run. Right when I turned to it,
I mean, I think we all know who the Bears are, who the Bears aren't. So I'm not. It does not even shock me.
They almost came back, FD.
Yeah, you gotta get some talent on the field, man. You can't just be, with a bear emblem on your helmet,
bear emblem,
and GSH on your shoulder. I mean, that's not gonna get it done, man. You gotta get some talent on the field.
Yeah, he needs a little bit of help. Get a little bit of help.
He needs quite a bit.
But he looks good though. The fact that he keeps him in the game.
I mean, he's an athlete. He's a quarterback. He can throw the ball. He can run. He can do all that. But he needs a lot of assistance.
But when he gets that assistance, though, if there's a woo, Aaron Rodgers going out of Division 2, so it might be a Bear division soon. The way it's looking.
Oh, but this isn't Aaron Rodgers last year, though, right?
Oh, he ain't.
I'll tell you one thing: if he keeps running around like he was today.
Did you watch that game? That game was interesting.
I have my eyes on things. If he keeps taking hits like he did today, you won't. Aaron Rodgers won't be playing too much longer.
The fact that they're still competitive is crazy to me. But
I mean, the NFC North is not who you got in the North, man. That's not I mean, you can be competitive when you're playing the Bears twice a year. When you're playing the Lions twice a year,
yeah,
you can be competitive. Yeah, like Big John says. First of all, Big John says, "What's up? What's up, Big John?" Then he says, "We need some defenders. We need defenders. We need an offensive line. We need some durable running backs." And what's funny is Robinson went to the Rams.
Using him. Yeah.
But that's because you can't use him when you're throwing the ball to Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I don't know what they do. The Rams.
Stafford doesn't even look at Robinson. It's like, he's out here running this stuff. Yeah, let's let him clear the center of the field out for other people.
I don't know. It's weird. When you have all that talent, I think everybody just needs to figure. They're trying to figure out who's going to get the ball the most or whatnot, which is crazy to me. You just got to go with whoever's hot. Oops.
Well, there's a floor to the offense.
That is true, but I mean,
if you're a right-handed quarterback, people are lined up in a certain way to be in the mix.
But what about Wilson? You saw Russell Wilson on Thursday. He's right-handed. He had that guy was wide open coming in.
I've been saying for a while that Russell Wilson is hurt in some way.
Oh,
and I think it's more.
No, he said something he has a torn something.
Yeah, but I think it's more. I think that's just one part of the scenario. I think it's more than that. He's not even playing like himself.
I'm telling you, if y'all want to play the lotto, talk to FT before you play.
No, seriously, I just pay attention to football, man. I've played football, been around football for a long time. I just look at people, and you can kind of tell something's off. Like Michael Parsons today partially tore his groin. He
Oh,
came.
really?
Yeah, he
So
came
he's
back. He
out?
went to the bike. What?
So he's out of the game. He came out of the game, right?
He came out of the game, went to a bike, came back in the game, but his rush wasn't the same. And when he sits down tonight and chills out, it's going to be interesting next week. But that's why the NFL season is a marathon. Like, we get, as fans, we get so worked up week after week. I mean, you got to understand who's going to be around here. Who's going to be around week 8, week 10, week 12? Who's not going to be hurt?
It's the flavor of the week. That's all it is. I mean,
What it's all
crazy.
about. Tampa Bay went up 21-0, and then they allowed their opponent to come back. But they still got some injuries. I mean, they got people on offense that's just out. They can't really move the ball like they want to. They're doing a decent job to control the clock, though, but it's rough.
Yeah, they're just chilling though, man. They know what's at stake. They're just taking their time, and then boom, they're getting help. They're getting healthy at the right time. That's all it is. Where are you at? Week 6, going to week 6 already.
Man, third of the season is over.
It's
Giants had
crazy.
3 healthy wide receivers. Yeah.
It's crazy because look at if
Saquon.
you look at. I
Go
know
ahead.
that NFC East is looking nasty. Is looking crazy right now. 5-0, 4-1, 4-1, and 1-4. They're the team that's the. Remember going into the season, the AFC West was supposed to be the division. It looks like the NFC North is. I mean, NFC East is taking advantage of that. That division's crazy right now.
Yeah, it's interesting. Local car collector, what's up? Loco here to cause some trouble. Loco says this every week. Cause some trouble. And
Man,
provide some comic relief. Yeah, we're all here to laugh, man.
they get shit right now. The Vikings are leading the division. Tampa Bay, Frisco, and Philadelphia. Even the Titans are leading the division. Let me see. The winner of tonight's game is going to win lead the division too.
Mm-hmm.
Were you surprised that the Jets won today? I was
I
surprised.
was about that. I wasn't surprised.
Oh what? Yeah. 2 of them play. You're right. You're right.
I'm not surprised.
That game
Also,
was
did
out.
you notice that the Patriots ran the ball for like 174 yards, but didn't
Oh,
really.
that game was shaky. I didn't understand because I think the Patriots were favored +3. So I was like, how? Like it doesn't make any sense.
Well, Belichick took the ball out of his quarterback's hands and just ran the football.
Oh yeah, he said, I'm definitely not gonna let that happen. This dude ran it. How many?
I mean,
Sheesh,
that's a smart play. Like, why would you put
35
the ball
times.
in your third string quarterback's hands in the NFL and expect to win the game?
But the Patriots, their defense just wins them games too. I mean, 29-0 FD. Come on now, that's crazy to me. 29.
So
They
the Lakers are playing Golden State right now, and where I'm at, the game is blocked out.
I'm not. I don't. I just saw highlights. I just saw AD blocking. That's it. But I mean, there's nothing else to it. It's preseason. But let's talk about it since you brought up Golden State. What happened this past
Oh, you
week?
want to talk about Draymond Green?
Man, I
Uh,
can't believe it.
you want to kick that off? I don't
I
know.
don't know. I mean, you go ahead. This FD called me. Afterwards, me and FD talked about it off the air, and he was telling me this will not. I repeat, will not stop them from going back to back this year.
He will not.
And I was like, oh my God, I was at work. I was like, FD, what? What are you talking about?
It will not.
It will not. He said, this will not do it. If anything, let me read. Hold on. And I quote, FD was on fire that day. He
It
said,
won't.
and I quote, let me see, where's it at? Oh, maybe did she send it to me? But anyways, he said something that do not worry. We are going back to back. But I don't know. I don't think I just feel like we're in the age of social media where they probably made it a big deal what it is. They added more captions to it. They probably like Jordan Poole said something about his mom or something. But who knows? There's a lot of memes going on.
I don't really know. I don't really the way I'm from, right? And let's say Big John here. Big John says video coming out makes it a big deal. It does, but it's nothing serious. Christopher K, are you watching this, JD?
No, I agree.
Copy that. It will not agree with FT. So the punch. People want to talk the punch. Whatever Jordan Poole said. What year is this? Let's break this down step by step. Draymond Green, Michigan State. When I lived in Detroit, he was at Michigan State.
So you think there's a little rivalry to it?
No, I've watched a lot of Draymond Green. Man. I've watched a lot of Draymond Green over time. He's overachieved. He's done more in his career than anybody would ever thought, probably including Draymond Green. But he believes in himself. You know,
the most successful role player ever. Ever. The most
you
successful role player ever.
You consider him a role player? I don't know if I consider him a role player.
At that team, he is.
Well, to me, when I think role, I mean you come off the bench. You're not starting.
I mean, what about Derek Fisher? Derek Fisher was a good role player.
Derek Fisher was starting.
But I still consider him a role player. I think there's 3 options to the team, and then after that
what are the 3 options you got?
Clay, Steph, Clay, Poole, Wiseman. I mean,
Bro, you saying is Wiggins a role player?
Oh, I forgot about Wiggy.
Is he a role player?
So my top 3 for the Warriors would be Steph, Wiggy, and then probably Clay. But I feel like you could swap Clay and Poole out.
Bro,
I don't know.
JD, they do totally different things on the court.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So like it kind of balances out. It doesn't make sense, I know, but
you're not gonna go over and put Poole on someone and have him as a stopper. Right now, after the knee surgery, Wiggins is the stopper on defense, and Klay Thompson.
Wiggins, man, that Wiggins trade just changed. That added like 5 more years to that Golden State dynasty. Honestly, 5 more years.
So we're going into year 11 for Draymond Green,
the most successful role player ever. I'm calling him that.
I don't consider him a role player. I would just.
Oh, this is a good one. After the show,
I respect your opinion, but
we'll find out later.
Was Dennis Rodman a role player?
But I'm seeing like, so that's a good question. That's a really good question.
Not a role player.
I don't know, because would you? That's his job. So out of those Bulls team, it was MJ. Who was the big 3? It was MJ, Rodman, and Pippen, right? And Kukoc. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, Kukoc was the one coming off the bench.
But what it defines a role player, though?
To me, it's someone who comes off the bench, feels a void when they're in. They play a role, and then
he plays a role.
They go sit back down. Who?
I feel like Rodman played his role to an extent. So would you consider him?
Rodman was the best rebounder in basketball when he played.
Was he a top 570? Was he in the top 75?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so he's not a role player then.
I'm telling you, in my opinion, a role player does just that. Comes in, plays their role. Will give JD some minutes on the bench, get some rest. I come in, do my thing, and then when the starters come back, I go sit back down.
But I don't see. Okay, Draymond. Rodman, I could give you that. Rodman's different because it is what it is. Like you said, he has all the accolades. But I feel like the Warriors would still be successful.
We have to disagree on this because Draymond Green, to me,
who would you rather? I'd rather have Rodman over Draymond.
You can't compare them. They don't play the same.
No, well, they would compare those two for some reason. I don't know why.
Only people to me who watch basketball.
I don't know why. They're not the same.
Yeah, they're not the same player. It's like comparing Steph Curry to Ron Harper. I mean, they both.
Oh, it's not even close.
They both play, but they both play point guard.
But I still think Draymond's a role player to me.
Okay, but
I don't know. Let me think about it. Because
so you got Draymond's his
11th
year in the season, and Poole, who is young in his career, probably just now finding himself, supposedly says something that aggravates him. Did you watch Draymond's statement when it came out and made a press conference yesterday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, he said that there was really something bothering him outside of basketball, something from his home. And I guess whatever happened in practice kind of boiled it over. I don't believe that. Oh, I believe that.
But I feel like you got to keep that separated, though.
JD, we go to jobs and people can't keep that separated.
I know. I agree. Trust me. I understand where you're coming from, but For
So
him, he needs to. They got to, right. I mean,
he's a person just like
I
anybody else.
guess, but still, you're a leader of that team, and like you gotta. I feel like he
Hey,
has to hold himself
they
at
are
a high.
managers. They are all kind of people with different titles who don't do a good job of that. So let's just say that day he wasn't doing a good job of that. And I don't believe this is something that has been lingering. Like I don't think these guys had a problem when they were going to Japan and then they came back and they're in practice. I think it's just something that happened that day. Um, he should do better than that. Yes, he.
I agree. He should.
I lost some respect for him overall for that.
Yeah, I don't think you punched a homie. I don't think you punched the
I
future
don't
of
know
the
if that's
franchise.
I just wonder, can those two rebuild whatever relationship they had?
Oh my goodness.
That might be a struggle. I think they could both probably play, but I still say, um, I don't think Draymond's going to be there next year. I didn't think he. I'm talking about after this year. I didn't think he was going to be there next year with this happening or not.
Hmm. I don't know.
Just,
I don't know. I don't. We're just in the day and age where now we're like what 2023, 2022. Like anything now, anything that they do, the fans are gonna go after him. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a lingering effect every game they go play out in different on the road. Like they're gonna try to force them apart basically.
well, I think anytime you have a successful team, someone
I mean,
tells.
like yeah, you got sucked up by your team, man. Like I don't know. I don't
Yeah, I
now.
think if they're winning, nobody's talking about that.
That's the thing. Winning cures everything, right?
I don't think anybody's talking about that.
But
But
like,
what else did I want to say? We were talking about Draymond. Oh, the film. So supposedly, whoever recorded or sold the film got an estimated 50,000 to 100K.
oh, for that, damn.
JD, when I saw that tape,
Uh,
I said to myself, whoever sold that got a large amount of money.
yeah, somebody.
We've never pulled the curtain back, and saw inside the NBA before. We didn't see when Kerr hit Jordan in the chest and Jordan hit Kerr in the face. We didn't see that. There's only hearsay talked about. We began talking. If you're from Chicago, you know about it. I'm pretty sure Big John knows about it. But if you're, most people just found out about this in the Last Dance. Just started talking about it. I've been on teams where I've seen pushing, shoving. I've seen wrestling over a disagreement, but I've never seen someone just pull back and hit someone.
Yeah, I think at that point you just lose it. But
Steven Jackson said, who used to play with Golden State and had a very good career, that he's never seen that.
oh, and that's saying a lot from him. That's saying a lot for him, especially with his relationship, this way he is.
Well, let me just say this. I want to speak like as an athlete, right? Former athlete. Even Malice in the Palace. Right?
Oh, that's
But that's not in the locker room, man. And for an athlete, those are two different worlds.
Oh, I agree.
So,
100%
yeah.
agree.
So if something happened in the locker room, it's different than you seeing even a player going in the stands after a fan or a player going after another player on the field. That's totally different than your own team in the locker room.
I agree.
Not the same thing.
Yeah, it's not
I
the
mean, even shouting matches on the bench, on the sidelines, or last week there was a coach talking to I think a defensive lineman, and the lineman got up and got in his face. That's totally different than if that lineman just nailed the coach or the coach nailed the lineman. You crossed the line that I don't know what that is.
That's now the question is though, what are you gonna do moving forward? What will you do? You try to keep the team? Would you try to keep that team together, or would you trade Draymond? Or
They're not
or
trading
what?
Draymond. They're not trading Draymond right now.
But do you think that's like they're taking calls? Because I'm sure a lot of teams calling for Draymond right now. Then,
Oh, people may be calling. There's people calling for people all the time.
but you think if
Although,
they get rid of Draymond, they go back to back?
JD, they're not getting rid of Draymond.
Are you sure?
No, I don't think so.
I
And I
think
think
Adrian. There's gonna be a Walsh bomb tomorrow. He's going traded to Detroit for like, I don't know, for somebody, for Isaiah Stewart or something.
I don't see that. I don't even see Jordan Poole pushing for that.
I don't think Jordan Poole. But you know what's good about that team? Their culture's already set. The culture is that we're here to win championships. So all that stuff that happened a few days ago, you guys got to get over it. If not, then when you guys are gonna go, I feel like they're gonna hold them both accountable to the point where they got to put that over them, behind them. I mean, because
Well,
they have to.
I don't know if Poole has to be held accountable for anything.
Oh, I don't. I mean, not Poole, Draymond, but Poole did something to entice that though. He had to say something.
JD, this is America, man. I can say whatever I want to
I
say.
know, but
Unless I'm threatening your life, I can say whatever I want to say.
But we got to see both sides of the story here. What really happened? But I'm just saying that you got to see.
I'm just from a place. I don't care what Poole said.
Oh shit! Damn.
I don't know what Poole could have said. And I've heard a lot of things in my life. I really don't care what he could have said that would have caused Draymond Green to do that. That's Draymond Green.
I don't know, man. That's crazy.
When we become adults, this is my belief, right? We have to work to be in control of our actions. When you start swinging on people or pulling out weapons or doing anything like that over a conversation, that's outside of normal procedures of a society. That's not even like, what is that? That's way over the top.
No, I agree.
So that's Draymond Green. Draymond Green I believe, and this will never be talked about, Draymond Green is probably somewhere going through some kind of anger management classes. He's doing something, but that'll never be talked about in the media. Kerr made it very well known in the press conference that no matter what social media is trying to do or tapes being sold, that there will be information that won't be talked about in public. So whatever Draymond Green is doing right now, that's what he's doing.
That's why he didn't go on. That's why he didn't go on his podcast and talk about it.
He's not going to,
because he would have. He would have.
I think he understands what he did, the level of severity of what he did. And one thing he talked about that made a lot of sense to me is that there's about to be a ring ceremony on the 18th. They're going to get their rings. Lakers are going to be there. You got families coming in. So now you got Jordan Poole's family sitting there uncomfortable around Draymond Green's family.
The dad, the mom looking at Dre like, what? Yeah. Why you hit my baby boy like that?
Very odd. And then Draymond's going to be in street clothes. Very odd.
Oh, he about to get the ring in some street clothes.
Oh, no matter when we look back, oh yeah, that was when Draymond was in street clothes because you're not going to forget that. So.
When do you think he comes back? You think he's going to be there for ring ceremony?
I don't know. I would say 2 weeks probably. I don't know if he's there for that. To me, if he's not playing, not a part of the team, I would think he's not there for that. Remember last year, Dre talked about Poole trash talking teammates and them asking him to check them. And Clay talked about having to humble Poole as well. Dre ain't a role player. He conducts that offense and anchors the defense. He passes up shots to get shooters better shots. He is a playmaker, just not in position to
go. Well, I don't know. I still think Draymond's the most successful role player I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Who's the most successful player coming out of this second round? He's the first person I could think of.
Jay Crowder. I think Jay Crowder came out of the second round.
Jay Crowder,
players that I know. Off top, I don't know who else came out the second round.
That's what I'm saying.
But we gotta admit, there were some very not good players in that draft that went in the first round.
What was that 2012, right?
Yeah, the NBA draft is very different than it used to be.
Well, your boy came out of there 2012, FD.
Who's this?
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, but he's the number one pick. So I'm talking about after him. That was, if you watch that draft, there's some players you don't even know where they're at now. That were in the first round.
Let's just go down memory lane real quick. Let's see. Let me just go through.
Is Draymond Green cards on sale now? I've heard some people say that.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah, Robert Horry. I would consider Robert Horry a role player. I would go with Big John.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one.
Robert Horry is the most successful role player.
That's a good one. I take it back.
That's the
Robert Horry and Draymond. That's okay. Hold on, real quick before we jump into it. AD went first. Michael K. Gilchrist, Bradley Beal, Deion Waiters.
Hold up. Who was number two?
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm just gonna go. Where are they now? Number 2. We
He's
don't
not
even.
in the league. Michael
Yeah.
Kidd-Gilchrist, Bradley Beal, Dion Waiters, Thomas Robinson,
Deion
Damian
Waiters.
Lillard.
I don't think he's in the league anymore.
No.
No.
Harrison Barnes, Terrence Ross, Andre Drummond, and to round up the top 10, we have Mr. Austin Rivers.
Just think about that top 10.
But it's cool. That top 10 was whack. I mean,
But that's a lot. That's a lot of drafts today.
But man,
Think about in 2009. Everybody was talking about Blake Griffin until he tore his knee up.
dang, this draft class was horrible. Woo! Damn, that's not good.
You should watch. Sometimes I'll watch. I'll watch 2009, 2012, 2011 with Clay. Was better, but still not like super great.
The 2011 class was solid. They had a lot of good players in 2011. And I'm not just being biased because you know why, if you know who, but 2011, Kawhi, Kyrie, Clay. That's really a good class.
What do you rank Kyrie right now as a point guard?
What do you mean? Wait, in the league right now?
Right now, as we
What do you
October 9th at 6:26 p.m.
What do you mean?
I'm
He's
back.
number 5. He's top 5 in point guards. He's back. Oh, this is gonna be a good year. This is gonna be a good year. My boy.
I don't know if Kyrie is top 5 in point guard. I don't know about that.
Wait, what was the argument we had last year? Oh, last week was Drew Holiday, but we said
Drew Holiday is not top 5.
He's a top 5 elite two-way player. Wait, so go down to Kyrie. Let's go do top 5 point guards then real quick. Let's give the fans some let's spice it up a little bit. You go first.
Well, people are going to put John Moran in there. Steph Curry's in there.
No, FDs. No, I don't care.
John Moran.
He's number 1?
No, I'm not naming it.
Oh, no particular order? Okay.
No, John Moran, Steph Curry. I always get shifted up today on who's a point and who's a 2. Let's see here. Garland.
That's a good one.
No, I think Garland is.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard. You disagree with that?
Damian Lillard's he ain't.
So we name how many? We named Josh, Steph, Garland, Damian Lillard, and then by your definition, I would go Drew Holiday.
I said two-way player. I didn't say point guard.
Not good.
Drew Holiday's a shooting guard. F Dizzle, come on, big fella.
He's a point guard, bro.
No, he's not.
Drew Holiday's a point guard.
Drew Holiday's a shooting guard.
No, he's not.
Oh my god.
Come on, look him up.
Anyway, all right. You ain't gonna put I'm happy that you didn't put Trey in there. I'm happy. You know.
It was Trey.
Trey. You know Ice Trey.
I don't think highly.
Baby Stephen
Trey
Curry.
Young may have went to where did he go overseas?
They went to Dubai.
Yeah, he may have lit it up over there.
Well, yeah, they haven't.
Well, the shred of defense being played on.
Yeah, Milwaukee was not going to bring out their playoff defense that on a preseason game in Dubai.
Was basically shooting in the gym. So
yeah, you think Milwaukee's going to go up there and be like, "Oh yeah, let's play our prevent Trey Young defense." Come on now.
We got favors saying Chris Paul.
Oh, that's your boy.
We got Alex. What's up, Alex? Delmar, baby. We got Alex.
That's Alex. Oh man, he loves J. Poole. It's always a Poole party.
Let's say on my list. Let's just say Poole is number 6.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's just late.
Steph Curry is listed as a point guard.
Steph Curry is an all-time.
He's never been listed as a 2. So he is a point guard. And then I forgot to mention Luka. So that's top 7.
Damn,
my bad on that. I was thinking 2 guard. I forgot to mention Luka.
Interesting.
Then we got Leonard. So now we at 8.
Who said Leonard? Oh, Lillard. Who the hell's Leonard? Who's Leonard?
You talking about Kawhi?
He's not a point guard. Are y'all tripping? Wait, is there a new player named Leonard that I didn't know about?
You talking about Kawhi?
All right, hold on. Let me go. All right, that's a solid. Okay, mine's will be no biasness. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's bias about to spew out right now. Go ahead though.
All right, no bias. There's no particular order.
And
Kyrie.
wait, so what's your list? Are you talking about 2022, 2023 season? Or are we talking about 6 years, 8 years? What are we talking
I'm just going into the season.
Okay.
All right, going into the season. I'll just go through it so nobody says anything. All right, we'll go Steph Curry number one. Well, I mean, whatever. There's no reason. I
Are
don't really
you
explain.
ranking? You ranking stuff?
Yeah. We'll go
Oh,
Steph
this
Curry.
is juicy. Go ahead.
We got Stephen Curry,
Mm.
and then I'll give you Luca. Give you a Luca, and then I'll give you Kyrie. I'll give you Kyrie.
You can't carry third point guard in the league. All right, bro.
All right, let me tell y'all
Oh,
something. This is the year when it's about to go down. I'm telling you, they're going in there healthy. My boys are going there healthy. No COVID issues. No shenanigans going in this year. And I guarantee you, they're gonna go crazy this year. So that's 3 already, right? And the rest I don't really care. But the other 2 will go Lillard. I'll go with
Hold up.
Damian.
Kyrie is better than Damian Lillard?
Yeah, it's not even close. Don't start. You know you broke your record. Last week you waited for an hour and 30 minutes. You only waited 30 minutes to start.
Kyrie is better than Damian Lillard.
Kyrie is better than Damian Lillard.
You know, the last 2 seasons that Damian Lillard was healthy, he averaged 29, 30 points a game.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
Okay.
Are you going by because of that shot he made against Paul George? That
No,
people fall in love with the moment or the flavor of the moment of the time. So I mean, whatever. I don't. If Damian Lillard is solid to me, but I just feel like there's.
So you're saying, let me just get this right. You said people fall in love with the moment, right? Are you saying that Kyrie Irving has put together a body of work over his career?
Well, I'm probably biased.
To be named the 3rd best point guard in the NBA right now.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, I feel like only thing that's holding him back, unfortunately, is his shenanigans. The shenanigans that he plays.
Oh, that's a part of it, man.
I mean, I know that's a big part of it.
We just talked about Draymond. That's what's holding Draymond.
No, but all I'm saying is when that man plays and suits up, you're telling me he's not going to take over that game most of the time?
That's a part of it, man. I mean, you know, when Dak Prescott is playing.
Oh, that's different, though.
He's middle of the pack. No, but I'm just saying. Always people say this, but when you say if that person is in uniform, we don't even need to say that.
Yeah, but he's not even like
that's a part of all this. You gotta show up. You gotta play.
Doesn't have that it factor to me. Does he have that it factor to you?
Do you think Kyrie does?
Yeah. I might have to leave tonight. I might have to
questions for friends.
He said, "Does Kyrie have the if?" Oh man, he said the next 5 minutes I'm gonna make JD sweat. All right, let's just okay. So we go Steph, Luca, Kyrie, I guess Lillard, and then Ja. I don't even want to put Ja in there. I don't even feel like Ja's like that great of a player, point guard to be. If you say shooting guard, then I feel like he's more of a shooting guard. But I mean,
Ja's listed as a point guard. Man.
So like ESPN has 6 behind. He's better than Ja. He's better than Trey. And he's better.
I'd probably put him at 6 to 12.
And y'all ESPN, you can't believe ESPN rankings though.
With a serious face, I say this. I'm not joking. I put him at 6 to 12.
God, whatever. It's cool.
And I don't think it's just me. I think a lot of people, when they look at Kyrie Irving,
Well, I'll tell you like this, F Dizzle. The first week of the season, all you're gonna see is Kyrie post, and it's not just gonna be from me. It's gonna be from everybody. But it's just the shenanigans that come out.
I'll post about Kyrie.
Oh, the day you post about Kyrie, I'm gonna screenshot that and just be like, yeah. But I mean,
definitely tell the truth about it. So let's talk about what's happening this upcoming weekend.
Oh yeah, you already know. It's the Delmar, the big one.
Yeah, the show is coming up at the Delmar Fairgrounds. It's the Delmar show by the Union Marketplace.
If y'all haven't been, y'all bets to go.
It's a very, very special show. It's going to be nice. Yeah. I'm excited about it. I plan to be there early on Friday, and I'm rolling. I'm rolling all the way through to the wheels fall off to the end of this thing. Till they start turning off lights, I will be up in there.
I'll be there Sunday.
Are you looking for anything in particular, JD?
Oh yeah. Where's my card? So PSA just announced that they're gonna do the 22 submission $18 of submission cards. So I already got uh potentially 4 cards that I'm gonna send in. So I just need about maybe 18 more. So I'm looking to buy raw, a lot of raw, low, not low and mid end, so I can send it in. So that's my game plan. But besides that, I want to hang out with the hosts. You know the host, right? The big fella,
I
F
know that.
Dizzo in the house.
Yeah. So I'm going to be hosting the show, but I'm just letting people know I'm going to be all over the show.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
if I see you, say hello. I'll say hello to you. G and I are going to be passing out cards to our young people in the hobby, saying what's up. Well, we got some pretty decent ones here.
And we're gonna go live too one time.
Yeah. Well, you're there on Sunday. Were you there on Sunday?
Yeah, I'll do it Sunday if there's. Last time we did it, we broke the internet. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We didn't. We did so. We did a. I'm still proud of that moment for everything that we done with the show. I feel like that's our coolest moment we did so
Yeah,
far.
it was cool. It was very cool.
But yeah, we gotta come back strong with that next part two. And like FD said, he's gonna be around. I'm gonna be around on Sunday, so come say hi. And if you
And
guys see us,
then there's also going to be trade nights at the show.
oh yeah, definitely.
There's going to be a hobby hunt on Sunday for young people within the hobby. Bring your children out. This is a family fun event. There's going to be activities throughout the show. There'll be food there for you to ensure walking distance to get. Once you get in, I think a lot of needs that you have as far as food, beverages, entertainment, cards, good people to talk to, some fun things we're going to do on the stage. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on, so it should be fun for everybody.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I mean, we're not. This you guys just gotta come out and see for yourself. This is gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good event. It's gonna be more than cars. I'll tell you that much. It's gonna be a really cool event. You guys are gonna be able to do a lot of activities. Bring the kids, bring the family. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna
Yeah,
be really cool. It's gonna be a different change of pace. Um, Behind Burbank, different change of pace. So if you guys are free on Sunday, come through. It's gonna be a good time. Cause the first one, woo, that thing was jamming.
yeah, it
You
was
had
nice.
everything, photo booths, kids running around. They had a lot of things going, and I'm excited for that.
Good vendors at the tables.
Oh yeah,
Good conversations you can have. A variety of cars. There was vintage there. There was multiple different sports there. Um, you'll find just about everything that you're looking for.
yeah. It's definitely it's different. And plus, this is probably the last big show in California before the end of the year, unless something just pulls up out of nowhere. But I suggest if you guys are around the area or you guys are free this weekend, come through because it's gonna be fun. Trust me, it's gonna be really fun. And there's a lot of like FT said, a lot of quality vendors and cars gonna be out there.
Yes. Loco backs you up here. Loco says Kyrie hit a bigger shot in Game 7 of the NBA Finals
Oh
than
yeah,
Lillard has ever hit.
I mean FD don't.
But we're talking about big shots in Game 7. That means Mike Jordan is probably not
That's
worth.
not, that was game 6, FD. That ain't game 7.
We're talking
No,
about,
FD wanted to argue with me that Ray Allen's shot is way more clutch than Kyrie's shot.
it is. Ray Allen's shot affected more of NBA history than any shot in the
Let me
finals
know,
that has
please.
ever happened.
Let me know. Well,
That's
let's let's do the rundown. If Kyrie misses the shot, they might go back to back, right? And it maybe and then LeBron would be whatever he would have been back then. I don't even think KD will come. You think KD comes
KD comes where to
to
go.
Golden State? Yeah, if they won the series.
Yeah, what does any of that have to do with KD?
No, I'm just saying like the cause and effect. Like because after that shot, went to get KD.
Yeah, I think KD was leaving Oklahoma City and Russell Westbrook by any means necessary.
But you
Like
think
none
he
of
still
that
go to
has to do
Golden
with
State?
KD. What's that?
You so you're saying that you think he still went to Golden State if they won?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's it. They just
Oh,
won too. Why wouldn't you roll?
I guess why not? But I
Yeah.
don't know. No, because then
That shot put another ring on Kyrie's finger and a ring on LeBron's finger. It didn't go any farther than that. The
well,
shot that Ray Allen hit affected Kawhi, Tim Duncan, Ginobili, Parker, LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne
and
Wade.
Dwayne Wade. I don't know because if
The
Kyrie
list
misses that,
of who's won how many, all that shifted because of that one shot. And I
yeah,
still don't know what made Chris Bosh see him and throw that ball out there.
but Steph would have had 5 maybe already. He might
Yeah,
have 6. He would have 6 if Kyrie missed a
oh, yeah,
shot.
yeah.
So it kind of changes everything a little bit as well, because Curry, it would have been definitely Curry's era for sure.
So let me just say this: I think that's going to be the highlight of Kyrie's career,
Well, I'll take it. That's a good highlight.
and it doesn't get any better than that.
I have that I have that pic. I have that shot posted on my wall. I wish I had the photo of it, but that shot's nice for me, and I have the shoes to go with it. But let me see. I don't know. It goes both ways. I feel like those shots both played a role.
Are you saying? Let me just make sure I understand this. Are you saying that Kyrie's shot is the biggest shot in the NBA Finals history?
Ooh,
That's what I'm saying
I'm
about. Like,
thinking that's probably might be a good one.
is that what you're saying? Because that's what I'm saying. Had the most impact as far as
I think that last minute of that game, they had 2 plays that's gonna go down forever in NBA history: the block and that shot.
Mhm.
I don't think
I
maybe
think
top
each shot
5.
is bigger. I think the Ray Allen shot is bigger than the block.
I think it's a top 5 moment in NBA finals history offensively. But that block is up there too. So I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Because there's only 3 shots that come to my mind. It's obviously Kyrie, Ray Allen, and then MJ's. And they're all up there too.
Hmm.
So I mean, it might be. I can't think of anything else.
So April gave a shout out for Hero 3. Said Fabian is all about meeting and greeting everyone that shows Hero 3. If you make the show, FT would love to see you take a pic and Loco too. Yeah, yeah, Loco knows how we get down. I mean, I saw Loco at the Mint, saw Loco at the Burbank show. Yeah, nothing but love for Loco. Same way with Hero 3. If I see you, I'd love to see you. Say what's up. Need him, got him, got him. I like this name. Would you invest 20K in sports cards right now?
Ooh, that's tough. I'd rather
Yeah,
buy a
yeah,
house.
I would. Yeah,
If I had it, I probably would. For me, I'd probably buy a house. But 20,
I
if
would,
you know
I
what
would
you do,
invest, I would invest 20K in sports cards right
if
now.
you know what you're doing with that 20K, go ahead, big
It has
fella.
to be certain cards, certain
Yeah,
people.
it definitely got to be a certain card.
They have to be rare.
Yeah, super
They
rare.
got to be rare. Like they got
I'm
to be.
talking gold, black gold, one
Yeah,
of
they got to be
one,
rare. They got to be rare. They got to be
auto.
stuff that you can go to shows and get on eBay, come
You'll
see
never see that again.
it. Yeah, I'll do
Yeah,
that.
they gotta
This
have
is
a
probably the
patch.
best time. This is probably the best time to do that. You're gonna stretch your 20K. If it was 5K, if it's $100, if it's $50, you're gonna get more out of those dollars right now than you have in the last maybe 6 years.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you just gotta be smart. That 20K could go like that.
Yeah, I
You know
mean
what I
you
mean?
can't just walk. I mean you got. I would hope that we're being smart about anything that we're buying.
20K. I mean, who would you invest 20K in as a player? Pick a player. Top five players you invest 20K in.
First, it would be Michael Jordan.
Okay. Oh, well, let me ask. Wait. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll ask you afterwards.
You said 5 players?
5. Can you name 5 players that is worth
Mike,
20K?
Mike Jordan, probably LeBron would be 4 or 5 on my list. Oh, no. It's not making fun of him. No. It's just
I thought you were trying to be funny.
no. It's just about how much he's dropped, and I don't know yet if he's going to drop more before he goes back up.
Mhm.
Because LeBron is going to end up going back up. To what extent is the question, and that's only reason why I'm serious about this, man. I'm not. So that's the only reason I would go
Well,
4 or 5.
you could go to different sports, not just basketball.
I think basketball is probably going to be more bang for the buck. Herbert, Brady, because
You invested
quarterback is
20K in
no,
Herbert.
no. I'm talking about players that
Oh,
would be in my pool of my lens of when I start thinking about doing research on cars to spend 20K. These are the people I'm looking at. Maybe a Joe Burrow. Um, how many of a name? 5 or 6?
well, I said overall. You probably named like 6 already.
I probably would name a few more. If we're going 20K, wouldn't get me there though. Even if I went like Rare Joe Montana, I got to get a 10. That's a 6-figure card. Because a 9 is not going to get it, not going to get the returns that I probably want. It's the same thing with Bird and Magic. Like I start thinking back on some vintage stuff. Some Willie Mays stuff I would definitely be getting. That's some of the stuff I'm thinking about. Just off the top of my head that I've already thought about, done research on. Well,
20K.
somebody asked me a question about where to put funds. I'm probably gonna get very serious real quick.
20K. That's a good one. But for me, honestly, if somebody gave me 20K right now, FD, I'm buying a house or something. But if a sports car,
20K is not gonna get you a house.
will get me close enough.
Okay.
But 20K, I definitely will go
Oh,
MJ.
look, this is the other part before you answer. Or would you take a vacation to Hawaii with some?
Nah,
I wouldn't do that.
as
But
I
go
got
ahead.
older, I value my dollars.
I
Even
value my life. I just value
that
my life.
too. I
I,
value
I want I
every
want to
penny I make.
breathe and look around another day.
Yeah, I want to be able to shenanigans galore. But
Let me just say this: when people say this stuff, right?
they ain't serious.
I know people who aren't here anymore
Oh
because they
damn,
went down that road.
that's wild. You gotta invest. Look, if one thing I really care about is my pennies and my dollars. But 20K,
Go ahead, give me your people. Who you think
I
20K?
definitely will go Jordan for sure. That's a given. Give me something. Give me especially his upper deck stuff because he don't sign, so his stuff's gonna be rare. Especially if you get it raw and you flip it to grade. Oh yeah, that 20K goes up that quick. Obviously Brady, that's a given. That's an easy given. Brady, MJ. Oh damn, 20K because 20K man. But you know what's crazy real quick is that Luca bronze prism's worth 20K. So
I saw it on I think Burbank site for like
yeah.
725.
So I maybe Luke. I don't know because if I'm investing 20K, I need something that's gonna a player that's been established, is successful, has all the accolades that we check out.
But you do know the risk is. This is what I want to always like to talk to people about the risk.
That's a
And some of us are more risk adverse than other people in the hobby. So even if you bought Luca, right? Let's say you bought a car for Luca that was 10K, right? Let's say you got hurt.
that's
Where's
what
that
I'm saying.
car going?
That
Let's say
20K.
career ended. Where's that car going?
That's what I'm
So
saying.
every
That 20K.
player that's out here, there's some risk involved.
I'm not risking that 20K if FD. 20K is a lot of money. 20,
But you
especially
could, but on the flip side, right? In the housing market right now, what's going on in the housing market?
I'll tell you this: a house, the house won't get lower than a card will. A card holds more value. I mean, a house will hold way more value to me than a card will. It brings too much value to me. A house over a card. I can't even sleep in a card. But anyways, I don't know.
Well,
It's hard.
you're talking about intrinsic values. I'm talking
Oh,
about just value of the home. I'm not talking about anything else associated with like you got a place for your wife, your children. You have things this may be something that's used in the future in the family. I'm not talking about any of that because those things I don't think you can put a dollar amount on.
yeah,
I'm
you can't.
talking about just the value of the home in the open marketplace. I don't know.
That's crazy. But then I probably would invest in some baseball. I don't know who. Some probably Mantle or something. Um, I don't know. I don't think you could get a Mantle for that low and still have returns on it. I don't think I want. I feel like Otani's a play. I feel like it just because of what he's able to do, but I'm not sure. Like, what are you gonna do with that 20K? Are you thinking long term or whatever you could do with the 20K? Because there's a lot of things that come.
Yeah,
Oh,
have
see, that's
you
tough.
and yeah, just however you. And another
Well,
thing about 20K, we talk about property like someone, JD, you or me or someone else may want to pick up a piece of rental property.
see, there's things you could do with
That could
20K,
change.
man.
That could change the entire game.
That's what
Now,
I'm
I'm not
saying.
living here. It's really a real asset, and I'm generating income
Income.
off of
Yeah,
that every month, or however this person. That's a whole nother ball of wax.
that's
So,
what I'm saying. But you can't. 20K is like 20K is first of all, it's a lot of money. I don't care what nobody says. An average person does not make 20K that quick like that. On the side hustle.
but you asked me the question. It's no different than if it was 20K, 10K, 5K, 2K, $500.
No, there's a huge difference, FD. That
No, but the same people I just named.
you could invest in that. Yeah,
Yeah, the same people I'm going to name.
you could
That's
you could still invest MJ
that's
with
going to be my
$5.
funnel of people that I'm looking at to try to maximize what am I about to do. It's probably going to be that funnel.
So all right, so basketball. I don't care. We're going LeBron, MJ, and I want like a nice vintage auto. I don't know of who. Maybe Kareem. No, you know why I'm scared. Kareem.
But you want an auto on a card, or you want an
I
auto on memorabilia?
definitely on card is 100% way to go
Okay.
for basketball. Baseball you're gonna go. Everybody's gonna say you got to pick Trout. No, Otani is just on another level of just. He's a ultimate unicorn. Like I don't. There's this guy is a special. Otani. Football obviously you're gonna go. Football changes so much though. Football go Tom Brady, Mahomes, maybe Josh Allen, maybe because he's lining up. But I think I'll go Lamar Jackson just because of his value that he brings off the field too. Because I mean he got that he has that the swag to him. And what else? Baseball, football, hockey. I mean hockey. I'll probably go Crosby. I think I love Crosby.
Crosby, nice. I mean,
And
there's a
then
few people, but Crosby is very nice.
yeah, Crosby's like that guy. But if you
That's a
told me one
5,000 card right now of Sidney Crosby that we don't know where it's going to be at in 5 years.
I honestly think he if you looked at his resume, it's really sound.
Mm-hmm.
Really sound. It's
He's
something that
legit.
you looked at.
He's legit.
That's really sound. Like if you really, really think about his resume. So like you said, 5 years, 10 years down the line, you may not ever seen something like that. The way he had his little run back then. But 20K, just give me MJ. I mean, at the end of the day, when you look at basketball, the first person you think of is obviously MJ. So give me a nice on card upper deck number to 1 of 1, whatever they think they could come up with. Maybe Otani 1 of 1 tops chrome auto because his there's a lot of Otani stuff that is just you don't know about. You know what I mean? His super refractors, like I didn't even know Tops does that. But Otani's the special to me. I think he's really special. But MJ for
I have
sure.
a card in storage of his that he autographed on card. It's a Topps now. His rookie card. I forgot what achievement is on it. It's in storage. I need to pull that card out.
If you could find anything Otani, man, that and remember, I know you saw that guy was trying to get me mad about. I wouldn't be surprised if he won MVP. I wouldn't be surprised if he won MVP this year.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to Jets.
I know, but
I
I
think it's
just,
only because we saw him do his thing last year.
yeah, but man, Otani, man, I will invest 20K in Otani and MJ but what about? Let me ask you this. Let's switch it a little bit. The younger players, Lamelo, Ant Man, J Poole, John Morant. Who would you invest 20K right now on the younger players from 2019 up? Nobody else. Maybe 2018.
You
Okay,
know,
2017. Let's do
I have
2017.
I have a different rhythm about how I get down. Like when I look at LaMelo Ball, right, I just don't see what I think I need to see.
I
To
agree. But
invest.
you see his stuff. His stuff is expensive though.
Yeah, it's going to be expensive, but it has. If you've been watching it for a while, it has come down
Hmm.
because I think people are seeing what I'm talking about.
LaMelo was good when he first came out. Now is this? Now you got to show me now, right? I feel like that
He's
when you come out.
he's in my ESPN bucket where he does stuff that looks good, but it's not going to end up.
Yeah, when he came out, his stock was so high.
Yeah.
Now, as he started play, is this you got to keep up with the hype. That's where he's going right now, and right now he's not keeping up with it. They haven't even made the playoffs yet.
I like
Playing don't
Anthony
count.
Edwards. Yeah, they don't, yeah.
Oh, Ant
Like,
Man's a monster.
I like him, but I want to see his full game.
Oh man,
And this year we should start seeing his full game.
That's a good one. I think Ant Man might be one of the best players in the league in a few years.
I still say Zion. People are hyped on Zion, right?
Did you see that man? That man
Yeah.
ran over Isaiah Stewart.
But I watched both games. I didn't see one jump shot.
I know. That's what he was telling me. But I'll probably go Ant Man.
That's not going to work for me to make that kind of investment in. Like he's still doing a lot of leaping and bounding. Now the second game the other night, he was shooting jump shots that he didn't look comfortable shooting
Not
in
yet.
pre-game warm-ups, but he didn't bring that to the game.
That's a good one.
His thing is to go to the basket. I couldn't invest in that long.
What would you invest in 20K into Ja? Throw away all the stuff we talk about him. Would you do it?
I couldn't do that right now. I think this year is going to be a big year. I think after this year, my answer may change. I will hope it does. He's a guy that I want to see for a long time, and I don't want his career shortened because it's all about the dunk and bounding and leaping over people. He has a jump shot. He showed that last year. He has a 3-pointer. I would like for him to rely on that.
It ain't like special though. It's
No,
not. It's not consistent.
But his rookie year, bro, that wasn't there.
Well, I know, but I feel like we've seen. We always talk about it. We always talk about it. I feel like we've seen the top of his game already.
Now, the 3 answers I just gave, a lot of people might think I'm crazy. But I've watched a lot of basketball, man.
What about Jimmy? You didn't even bring up Jimmy.
Well, I haven't even gotten there yet. I'm walking
Oh,
out the road. I'm going, but the top 3 that everybody has on every table. You see it on eBay. It's on CompC. It's on my slabs. You see it all over the place. I'm talking about these 3 right here. These are the 3 that everybody's talking about, or really 4 with Zion.
with Trey too. People talk about Trey a lot.
Trey's not. I don't see it, man. I just don't
and
see
Tatum.
it.
They talk about Tatum a lot.
Tatum showed me last year he needs to get some dog in his chest.
Yeah, he needs to get to that.
And I've purchased a few
Chihuahua.
This is independent of anything that I've purchased. Tatum has to get some dog in his chest. He doesn't really have that. He's athletically there. He has skills. Is he going to try to take you out and put you out of the playoffs by any means necessary? I don't think his mind works like that.
I don't think he has that killer mentality.
Jaylen Brown doesn't have it either. We're talking about top, but I'm just saying.
Jaylen you know who has dog in that team? Marcus Smart, and that's not your fourth.
Yeah, but he's limited.
He can't be that. Yeah,
he's limited offensively, so that's his downfall. Yeah, he'll play some defense and do that, but he's kind of limited, and I think that's what was taking him out of his game in the finals because he was trying to slow Steph down so much that he wasn't even thinking about scoring.
Yeah, well, that's
but that's why some players that people don't talk about get me excited. Like I don't hear enough about the young Scotty Barnes from Toronto.
Ooh, don't stop.
Like I like Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes reminds me of a lot of people I've seen in the past.
You give away the secrets, FD. Come on,
you asking me. So James Wiseman is someone that I like. Other people may look at that and say, I don't think so. But I would argue just one thing is that if you look at his offensive game, who would you compare him to on an offensive level? And if you look at his defensive game, who would you compare him to on a defensive level? And to me, that's what makes him different. He still has to go out and bust his ass and play basketball. We all know that. And I'm not the kind of person, man. I want people to know this. Because I buy a card, I'm not going to critique this player. This player is all good with me. That's not me. So I have a basketball mind. I have an investment card mind. And for me, they intersect. Like I'm thinking about stuff from a critique standpoint. If I'm looking at this player, and I probably spend more time watching basketball than anybody I know.
I don't know. I'm up there with you.
I watch a lot of basketball, man. I'm not one of these people that just picks a card out and just go. And I can see when Bambi took her first steps. When you ever seen a deer take his first steps?
Yeah, he's shaky.
Shaky, right? I can see that shaky player and project potential of what I've seen before. I remember when Shaq first started. I remember his weaknesses. I remember when Tim Duncan first started. I remember his weaknesses. I remember when David Robinson first started. Hakeem Olajuwon was almost like Giannis. It took Hakeem years to get to those championship run. Hakeem Olajuwon, when he first started with Ralph Sampson, he was a totally different player. Hadn't even played basketball. That's what I was telling you about Kuminga. Like I think of Kuminga as going to be a great player, but you got to have that vision to see him because he just started playing basketball.
Yeah, but
if you watch his game is from mid-season last year to right now, he's a totally different player because he's put that work in. He played in the summer league. He even played in the finals because of his defensive efforts. And Steve Kerr just said the other day, I think he's going to start on the 18th.
He might, and look what I bought.
No, Steve confirmed it. He's going to start because of how his presence in practice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what he's been doing in practice. So those are the kind of players that you'll look at and you'll say, oh, he's just all right now. But people fail to realize this, right? When Kobe Bryant first started, man, he was not good. And I remember I watched those games. He was not good. He was a selfish player, some would say. He was a person that was not going to pass the basketball. He would take defended shots and shoot them anyway. He wasn't passing Eddie Jones. He wasn't passing Nick Van Exel. But Kobe worked on his craft and became a better player. But if you looked at him when he was young, there's no way you're going to think that this dude is going to become this guy right here. If somebody says they saw that, if somebody says they looked at Giannis year 1, 2, and 3, his rookie year, Giannis averaged 6.7 points a game.
Yeah, he didn't play.
Well, he played in like 80 games, man.
But it wasn't his role wasn't up there.
No.
Where, yeah.
But who looked at that and said, man, this dude's about to be. No, that's not how point guards go sometimes. That's not how big men go sometimes. That's not even how some small forwards and power forwards go. That's just not how it is. So those are the things that I like to look at. Like, how's a player about to develop? And when I look at LaMelo Ball, for instance, the other night he got put on skates.
Oh yeah, he was tripping and slipping.
By White from the Celtics. And nobody's looking at White as a crossover, take you to the cup.
Yeah, he's just play defense.
He's a defensive player that shoots threes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's who he is. So those are the things I look for. So people can say, hey, FD, man, I think you're crazy for making this move or that move.
But
it's all good with me.
But to piggyback what you're going to say, but I feel like the younger players this year, like the last few years, I feel like you could, if you invest them in the right cars, like a gold or something like that, their auto first year prism, that could be 20K. Like if you could pay maybe like 500 for it right now, 1,000, whatever the number it will be.
Yep.
If you grade it and it comes back at a 10.
How much a hobby do you think they think like that? What you just said?
Oh, I'm doing it. Sure.
But I don't think a lot of people think like that. You don't see that talked about.
But see, I'm thinking the more we talk about it, the more ideas is coming to me. So I'm going to switch it up. I'm investing in the younger players. Like you said, Scotty Barnes, just because you could flip that 20K, get it graded, blah, blah, blah. That 20K could jump to 100K in a matter of like a month.
I keep asking this question, and nobody has the answer. You and I don't have the answer, and no one watching this has the answer. When LeBron retires, Steph Curry retires, Kevin Durant retires, Luka, let's say he wins a championship. Let's say Luka never wins a championship. Who's running the NBA?
Giannis.
Who's the face of the NBA?
It might be Giannis.
So you named the big man.
But he is a big man. But the way he plays on the perimeter, so he still has that markability.
That's a modern day big man.
But I mean, he's more than a modern day big man, though. He's like able to rebound, take it down coast to coast, and still.
Who you just named is Giannis, Jokic, and
Jokic can't do that.
Dude, I've seen Jokic take it coast to coast.
I'm talking about block the ball, get the ball.
I've seen Jokic do that. Jokic do that.
He could do that at the full 48 games like Giannis. Giannis got an engine on him after he got a V8.
You do know Jokic is outscoring Giannis every year, right?
That is true. But
every year.
I can't even say
offensive game that people sleep on.
I can't even say that he's better. He brings more value to the game than Jokic. I'm not even going to sit here and lie.
I'll say this.
I'm not going to sit here.
Jokic is better than the post than Giannis.
I think Jokic brings more value. That's why he's MVP. I think he brings so much to that team that if you ask me who I'll pick, I'll probably still pick Giannis, but I'm really thinking about it like back and forth if I want Jokic or Giannis. But
what does Embiid fall for you? Would you invest in Embiid card?
No. I mean,
why?
If I'm gonna flip 20K to make it quick like that, then I'm assuming he's gonna win the MVP this year and go to the finals, right?
I just don't know. My answer, I don't care if it's any amount of money, is will he be healthy? I don't know.
That's the thing. So that 20K,
that's really the question about a lot of players.
Yeah, but I definitely buy younger players.
Running around,
20K. I probably, like I said, 20K.
I still think will Kevin Durant get hurt again?
I don't know. That's the thing. But I'm not going after LeBron. I take it back. I'm not going after MJ. I'm going after the young kids to flip that 20K to like 50, 100K in a matter of months.
Just so you know, we talk about risk. As you go younger, and they have a longer tail on their career, there's a higher risk of stuff happening.
But I mean, the perfect would be Burbank Sports Cards when Prism God had that Jalen Green, the 1-of-1 black. I'm sure he said he valued it at 90K, so I'm sure he probably got it for like 10, 15K. I'm assuming raw, probably right. So boom, you flip it. You're already making your profit, your money and more. So the newer modern players, hold more value just because of the hype that they're surrounded by. Especially if it's an auto, it's out of 10, 15, anything like that. I feel like you can make that money back quicker with them. But again, like you said, it's a risk because the first second they jump on the court, they might tear the ACL and that card just plummets down because now everything you invested in just drops. So like you said, there's a huge risk in investing in the young players, but there's also a huge reward as it as well.
So we got some good comments here. Swooner said he would buy a Jordan Chan Planet Metal. That's a great card.
Oh yeah,
That's a great card.
dang, that's a good one.
We'll say that again. It's well thought through. Great card. JD, 20K would get a really nice master bathroom remodel. 20K is pennies in real estate market. Maybe a down payment on the house.
Hey, I'll tell you, I agree. Like it depends where you're buying, but not a lot of people are gonna have 20K to actually put down a payment on a house anymore. It's too expensive. So it depends how you value that 20K. You and me value it differently, but in the same way. We're getting to our destination differently. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm. Sylvester also says Anthony Edwards. And he says Sleeper and Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, that's a good one though. I think Zion's presence overshadows him too much, if that makes sense. But at the end of the game, you know who's going to take the shot, right? It's going to be Bi.
Why is that?
Because he's a better player than Zion.
Just say it because he has a jump shot.
Yeah, he's a better player than Zion. He is.
He actually has.
We're not going to sit here and lie and say that Zion's better than Brandon Ingram offensively. It's not even close. Bi has a bag. He definitely has a bag.
And it's getting bigger and
better and strong. You know what it is? He's getting stronger too, FD.
Every year.
And he had an interview with JJ Redick a few weeks ago. And I just feel like his mindset, his maturity level is up there. It's getting to that point where he knows what he needs to do to get to that next level.
I'm digging that afro he's rocking right now.
Man, that boy, I'm still pissed that the Lakers traded him. But I mean,
well, you can thank LeBron for that. Wiseman comp is Giannis.
No. I don't think Wiseman has the ball handling ability as Giannis, but I think Wiseman could dominate the defensive end better than Giannis just because of his size and his mobility.
At the age of 21, is there a comparison?
No, I'm Wiseman might be the next player we compare players to down the line.
That's what I think.
Yeah, and that's special.
Yeah. What's the percentage of people leaving their graded orders for PSA right now?
Shit, me. I'm sending them in this week. I've been contemplating, but I'm just going to send it in. I'm not going to wait.
Loco says, if I were to invest 20K in a card, I would be looking to move it short term if possible.
I agree. That's what got me thinking. So I appreciate everybody giving us their thoughts because it gets me thinking like there's more to it. Thinking outside of the box. But go to the one FD where it goes.
Let me just say this. Like, so when people say long-term holds are too risky, would you say that about an early Brady card?
But we don't. That's the risk too.
Yeah, but when are you gonna get in on that card? Would you say that about an early Mantle card?
Who?
I don't think people are saying that.
Wait, who's the player?
If you got Brady or Mantle or Jordan. Like when we went into Pachanga, we bumped into a gentleman with an autographed 86 fair Michael Jordan card.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
So let's say somebody just moved that in 90. That's $1 million card now. How do you get to $1 million card? How do you get to a $500,000 card or a $8 million card? So when people say, long term is risky, are you picking a legendary player? Are you picking a player that is transcending the sport and there's a generational talent? We use that term all the time. Generational.
How do you know at that? And that's the second question is how do you know if they are? There's a lot of things that come into play.
Yeah, I think people knew probably in the first 4 years Tom Brady is different. To me, you go through phases.
Yeah.
First of all, are you just different? Has somebody seen something like this before? Mm-hmm. And then you start maturing throughout your career till you get to a GOAT status. But you knew early that this cat is different. Can he stay injury free? And in that offense at New England, and with the offensive lines he had, he started showing that. Even by by year 10, the hobby wasn't really responding to Brady in certain ways. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to think up until 2 years ago, the hobby wasn't responding to Steph Curry.
Oh,
And
yeah,
had
it
Steph
was
Curry had he showed that he's different, probably long term investment, probably had. So I just want people out there who may be new to the hobby, who may read this, to just know that as you mature in collecting, there's going to be some things that's probably going to be a long term move.
no, I agree.
I think if you talk to some people, they're probably like, "Yeah, I sold a car 3 years ago. That's worth $60K now, and I sold it for $2,000."
Damn, that's cool.
And that's happening. People are not going to talk about that now.
But go jump into who said it? Who said it? Oh, Loco said, can you talk about the types of cards to invest in? For example, optic versus Donruss choice. And I think that's really a good topic to talk about.
Is that recent?
Yeah, it was. He put it down 4 minutes ago. Just let me see.
Loco? I don't even see it, man. Let's see here. Make sure I don't miss Loco's comment.
It was it was at 7:06.
7:06. Pull Loco up. Oh, here you go. Can you talk about the types of cards to invest in? For example, optic versus drones.
That's
Well,
good one.
what's your viewpoint on this? Because to me, it's all about brand.
Yes, definitely. I feel like if you're
It's
gonna
about
go,
brand.
it's
It's
definitely
about
Prism.
brand. Yeah.
Prism's always king.
Prism is one. I think National Treasures is one.
Yeah, the National Treasures, the
I think Flawless. Yes.
Flawless. But those are like high end though. That's like high end stuff. Because just breaking a case, you're spending over $1,000.
Yeah,
If
but I wouldn't break a case. I would try to use
buy,
my,
yeah.
as people say, I would use my optics to understand who should I be buying.
hmm But optic's a good choice because it's on card. Most of the time, on card, optic always has on card on it, so that's really a good one. But it all depends. But I mean, Prism's always the best one. Select is there as well. But
And what's
National,
interesting, if Fanatics is actually purchasing Panini, Prism will most likely live on. There was some talk at one point. I would talk to people and they'd be like, I don't want to buy Prism because I don't know if the brand's going to live. But I think it's going to live.
it's gonna have to live. I mean, National Treasures, Immaculate's up there. All these cards have value. You just got to do your research. But
Yep.
anything that's on card is gonna always be.
And even if let's say you say, hey, FDJD, I can't afford that. There are other brands of cards that you can buy. Now you may get into some sticker autos,
And
but
just
what's
work your way up.
yeah? What's your return on your investment and work your way up? People want to jump to stuff real quick, but you can work your way up. And there are many people we see at car shows that we know here in California that are working their way up.
Yeah, trust me, I'm working my way up still.
So I don't think that ever stopped.
But investing in the youth is always a good way of going about it because
I think it has to be a mix. I would recommend a little bit of a mix.
definitely a lot of a mix. But
Hmm?
the younger cats have more room to grow, but there's more room for risk as well. That's definitely true because there's a lot of cards I look at. I'm just like, man, that could be easily a 20K card if you do it correctly.
What do you think about Shea? You think Shea is gonna take a step?
You talking about my boy SGA? I can't even find anything.
You think he's gonna take a step, man?
He needs to take a step if he wants to be because everybody's still putting him like in the top 10 players under 21, 23 in that range. But
I don't
he
know
needs
if
to
I see
play.
that.
He has to play. I mean, that's his only thing he has to play. I love Shea. Don't get me wrong, but you still got to play. I'm telling you, if he balls, if him and Giddy get it together, they can make a run for the play-in.
Oh, this is a question that's here, and I don't want to skip over this one because I think it should be talked about. Sadiq Bey, I think he's a good player. I've watched him some. I'm gonna commit myself to watching more from this year.
Nah,
I'm gonna see how good he is.
you might as well just invest in Cade because Cade's going to be running the show. I'm buying a lot. I've been trying to buy as much Jalen Green as much as I can, Any
I got.
Jalen
I'm
Green.
gonna put some real time into watching Cade. I'm gonna
Even
find out who Cade is.
I might buy this. If I could get this Jalen Green out of 25, I'm gonna buy it.
Mark Engel says Giddy is going to be like Kid 2.0.
No, I think he's gonna be better than Goody. I think he's gonna be better than Kidd because he's bigger and he sees the floor way better than Jason Kidd does right now.
And Smooth is also asked the same question. I gotta watch more Giddy, man. I
Giddy's
don't
solid,
I don't
man.
watch Oklahoma
If
City.
him and Shea could coexist, it's a wrap.
Mm, you
Yeah,
know, you know the word "if" in sports, right?
that's a big ass. I know that's a big if, but I'm just saying. But I'm excited because this weekend I'm looking for some. I'm looking for a lot of autos, a lot of. I hope I can find it this weekend. I hope Delmar has some hockey plays because for some reason hockey plays has been doing well for me this time, like this last few months, really doing well. So we'll see.
I think they will. Need 'em, got 'em, got 'em. I play in hobby at the moment is to buy cheap. Oh, excuse me. The play in hobby at the moment is to buy cheap and hold long term. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Instant flips for quick cash is almost dead.
Well, speak if you do it right.
I would just say you got to do it right, just like
It's
anything. That's
it's
what
a
I'm hearing.
double edged sword. It's a double edged sword.
But I also the hobby seems to be moving more towards rare cards.
Yeah, the rarer the better.
Numbered, excuse me, cards that are numbered, auto on card. If you're gonna go sticker, make sure the full auto is on it so it grades well. Low pop. I mean, those are things that are turning the dial right now.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Let me see.
People keep telling me though, big men don't resonate now.
I don't feel like it does. I don't know.
You
I
just
feel,
named 3 players.
but I feel like the people are more relate. The guards are more relatable to the community than a big man would be. But it's hard. Like only big men I'll invest in would probably be Giannis and Jimmy. Jimmy and Giannis.
You wouldn't buy Jokic cards, man?
It's just gonna be too hard for me to move. I feel like it'll be really hard to move. I feel like you have to know basketball to understand how good Giannis Jokic is. And I didn't realize how good he is until I started really looking at it. That boy. Whew.
When I saw him versus Golden State this year, and I watched him last year in the playoffs, he's legit. He's legit.
Yeah. And right now the market's like I feel like it's more affordable to buy cards that you like, especially like the ones higher end cards are easier to buy. It's more attainable to an extent. Last if you were trying to buy like a Jason Tatum auto last year, good luck. His rookie year, it's like over 2K. Now it's slowly dropping.
Oh, it's
But
probably thinking to drop.
yeah, but Jokic, I don't know. Because people forget he won back to back MVPs.
True.
You know, back,
Needham has a point here. This is who Ja is going to be.
yeah, but that's the reason why he might resonate in the hobby is because the younger kids love John Morant. Like 10 to 9 to 15-year olds love John Morant. You have any John Morants?
But 15 from now, do I have any?
No, I'm just like kids come up to me.
But 15 from now, 15 years from now, they're going to be 25 to 30. Those same kids you're talking about.
Yeah, but is Ja going to be relevant at that time? I
That's
don't
what I
know.
want.
I
That's what
don't
I want.
think so
He
because the
won't
way,
be. He won't be dunking it.
but I mean, I used to have a lot of Ja Morant cards, and then as I watched him play, there's really nothing special to me that he does that sets me apart. If I rather buy Anthony Edwards at this point then, or Darius Garland, whoever it may be. But I mean, I don't know. The hobby reacts to certain players differently than you and me would invest that we will buy.
Yeah. So this is a statement here. Jeff Wilson paid. This is loco. A 500K for 86 for Jordan. Think that the car will go down in value. It would not go down in value. Almost every car is wrong. I just think people should have the mindset of if you're talking about a market, right? Things go up, things go down. I wouldn't expect for anything to be risk averse to something going down.
Mm-hmm.
So
I,
expect.
I agree. I mean,
But if you bought that 500K card, or if you bought $1,000 card, is it rare? Pretty sure that 86 Flair is pretty rare.
yeah, that's definitely it's definitely rare. But
We're talking about the GOAT.
where's let me give you an example of what I will do. So where is it at? I have it here somewhere. So like the Lamar Jackson kaboom I got, it's like I will probably move it for something like a Josh Giddey or Jalen Green and invest and grade it, and I'll make way more money than this kaboom will do. Does that make sense? That's why I think I would invest in the younger players that have more upside and hype than something that's already established. Because it's a slower market with the established players.
Another good point here. Needham, got him. Said MJ, Ali, Gretzky, Ruth, Pele are the goats. How Manta got in this conversation, I'll never know. Mantle was great, but his card prices are priced like he's the greatest ever.
Because
So
it's
I think,
rare. It's
but yeah,
rare.
it's rare. But I just think a big part of collecting or investing, let me say, investing, because you can collect whatever you want. But if you're looking for a certain return, the perception of the athlete, the legend surrounded around them, is just as important as the athlete. So this is how Mantle's cards are high, and
You're not gonna see him. Who's that baseball card that's going up? Wagner or what's his name? The goat. I know his nickname is the I don't even know his nickname. Something with the goat. You know what I'm talking about? The
baseball player.
Hannes Wagner. What?
Oh, Honus Wagner card.
Yeah, yeah. The Flying Dutchman. His card is.
Yeah, he wasn't the best player of his time.
Well, I mean, his stats say different. I looked it up. I was like, why is he so high? His stats is not that bad, but I
Yeah, but he
agree.
wasn't the best player of his time.
Yeah, but it's weird that Bay Ruth doesn't have high end cards. What he's able to do.
But he has high end. He just doesn't have a Honus Wagner card.
I I think yeah. I think Otani. And I'm kind of mad, but I'm kind of happy what I did. Remember I bought those Otanis raw for like $40 each. I graded them and they got a 10, and I moved them for like two something in total. So, and I'm gonna move that. I feel like Otani is still. You could invest in Otani, but it has to be more of his rare cards, right? His number cards and auto, something like that. Because I feel like 20, 30 years down the line, Otani's gonna have so much value just because what he's able to. He might win MVP and a Cy Young in 1 year soon, the way he's going.
Could.
So I think that damn, see, it makes me want to buy more Otani. But if I see any Otani raw, that's the play.
Sylvester Boston says RJ Barrett is looking like he's going to have a big year.
Man,
You think so?
I don't know. There's a player called Jalen Brunson that might have different plans. When you add a point guard to a perimeter player, like it's gonna be hard for them to coexist because both of them need the ball to be successful. Like,
Well, if that point guard is driving and kicking out to that perimeter player,
yeah, good luck.
shouldn't be a problem.
I doubt it though. I don't think Jalen Brunson has that playmaking ability that everybody thinks he has.
Well,
But
we'll see. He was playing with a two guard that holds the ball before.
that's what I'm saying. So he's gonna have to elevate his game. He's gonna have to move the ball. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to be a playmaker, especially in New York, because New York love their point guards, and if you're able to play at a high end level, because the point guard in New York that he's going at looking after is Kyrie, so he needs to play at a high end level. Because I mean, we'll see.
We'll see. I just want to see Brunson in that size of market, see what he does. There's a whole bunch. There's a list. We could make a list of what's going to happen this year. Last year, there were a bunch of players out, hurt.
This is gonna be the most competitive year since 2018. This is gonna be a really competitive year, really competitive year because Zion's coming into play. Jaws come into his prime. I don't even think he's going to his prime, but he's entering his pre-prime years, and all the younger players are making moves. So we'll see. It's gonna be a really exciting year.
It's exciting to watch. It's exciting to see the growth of these guys. Loco said, I agree, JD. You have to have foresight and then grade those cards. You get a nice bang for your buck if you can regularly hit the PSA 10s.
Yeah, but you gotta really know what you're looking for.
Edgar says, if or when LeBron breaks Kareem's record, does that make him better?
That's always gonna be an argument. It depends who you like.
I mean, some people say LeBron's better than Kareem right now. So I don't know if the record has anything to do with it.
I just think it just adds another checklist to LeBron's accolades, and I don't know if his value even goes up if he breaks it. I feel like his market's already at the point where they consider him the GOAT. You know what I mean? So
Say
well,
that,
I
say
don't
that one
know.
more time. You talking about LeBron?
Yeah, I just feel like his market it's dropped a lot, huh? It's dropped a lot.
Oh, it has.
It's dropped, but I don't think there's gonna be another like. Even after he won the title, it didn't even go up. But I think
Well, people. I mean, titles. I think historically we've seen they give a uptick to the card, but like no, the title is not jumping out at somebody. The Kareem record is not jumping out. You know this is coming.
yeah, but
But
that's a hard t- record to break. That number of points to score in NBA career, that's
yeah,
hard. That's
and it,
hard.
I think you're gonna see an uptick in LeBron, but I don't think you're gonna see it go crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, how many more LeBron Chromes are there in the world that haven't been found yet? You tell me you telling me there's a storage of LeBrons that haven't been found yet?
There could be people who have great cards, and I believe there are many people like this that have
That's
not great.
crazy. Yeah, that's what makes those one of tens, the rares, the black gold, so rare. Because you see them one day, you'll never see it again. You won't
Very
even
rare.
see it on. You'll never see it on eBay.
Very rarely,
It's very rare.
unless it's just ripped out the pack. But the Reverend has a good point here. The Wagner is rare. It was a cigarette card, and he did not want to be associated with that, so it was removed. That's what makes that card so rare, so sought after, more than just his play.
Oh,
Uh,
they said, go to the where is it? Where is he at? Where is he at? The local said, what do we think about the Knicks?
let me throw it. Not much. As soon as I pull this up,
I'm
not
playing.
not not
It
much.
depends if they got they have the talent. They really have the talent. It's just they just got to bring it all together.
Can you
Somebody,
name me? Can you name me four New York Knicks players?
yeah, come on, FD,
Name,
Julius Randle.
uh,
Uh,
right
you
there.
said four.
Yeah, but
Brunson,
Julius Randle is not the answer. Go ahead.
Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel
No,
Quickly,
not
Derrick
happening.
Rose.
I think you just proved my point. It's not happening. The positive is Derrick Rose has lost 15 pounds.
Well, that's the
He's
positive
look,
going to. That's the positive Knicks this season. This year, he lost 15 pounds.
yes, I think that's the most
That
positive.
then
He looks very fluid on the court.
that's not going well for them if that's the case, F Dizzle.
I think that's the most positive thing that
I
has happened.
think if they get it
Loco, let
together,
us know what you think. What you think?
because
I think Loco just told us. He said he likes Randall,
I mean Julius Randle,
but Loco likes Randall because Randall used to play with the Lakers.
but I think Julius Randle is their best player. I just think they don't utilize him as much, and he doesn't have discipline when he plays basketball. I feel like he forces too much. He forces way too much. Forces way too much for my liking to the point where it's 3-on-1 and you're forcing it. You get a turnover and the momentum goes away, or they're doubling you and you still try to bully your way in there. It's not going to work. So I think he needs to grow, like how Brandon Ingram's talking about maturity. How we talked about he has matured. I think Julius Randle has to get to that point because if not, he's just going to be another high draft pick that didn't do anything with it.
Edgar says, "Can you imagine that conversation back in the '80s for 7 years? Like I don't know about this MJ guy, but Edgar, that wasn't the case. MJ was doing stuff before he won a championship.
That boy was jumping off the gym.
Yeah, but he was winning
But he
scoring titles and doing all kind of stuff
yeah,
before
and he came out as a national champion.
he was
Like,
defensive player of the year before he won the championship. I mean, that's not yeah,
yeah.
that's not the case. Mike was
I
doing
really wonder how that conversation was back then. Like how were they saying about MJ
well.
and
I can tell
Bird?
you from growing up in Chicago. First, Mike was single handedly scoring too much. This is what the media was saying. Then people were saying he didn't play defense. Then they said he didn't have a jump shot. Then when he became defensive player of the year, oh, he doesn't make other players better. So this is when I think, and it's the same way today. We're talking about 30 something, 40 years later with Curry. Like if you're great, we're talking about Brady. People are gonna say what you cannot do, but you're still winning and being successful. That's just how it is. So I don't. Randall and Barrett will have a better year because they have a point guard.
I can see why they say that. Just because they don't need to handle the ball as much, but their usage might go down as well, though. Because that Brunson's high usage point guard.
I like how Loco is talking about what Randall does well. He can shoot the three as well. He took a step back last year, but shot over 40% in
He was
2021.
forcing it. He was forcing it last year. He's forced. He needs to be careful because Obi Toppin might take his spot if he don't get it together.
Needham is talking about Quentin Grimes. What do you think? You got to think about Quentin Grimes.
Oh yeah, I heard about him. I heard he's solid, but we'll see. I mean, they got too much. They had too many guard plays in that team already.
Quentin Grimes out of Houston?
Yeah, he looked like he could hoop.
Really?
But we'll see. I mean, anybody could look like they could hoop, but what can you do with it?
I'll pay attention to him. We'll talk more about it. You guys think Zion should lose more weight? Jack on Drink Champ said he's fine. I don't think he should lose more weight. I think
I
he
think he's
needs,
solid.
he needs a jump shot. He doesn't need to lose any more weight. Yeah, we talked about Quentin Grimes. I think the Knicks look good. Do I think they are going to make the playoffs?
They do look exciting just because of Obi Toppin doing East Bay dunks in a preseason game. But I mean, the Knicks need that though because that's a big market. That's a really big market, and the NBA needs the Knicks to be successful so they can have more games at the Garden. Who would want to play at the Garden? If if you're a NBA player, what stadiums or arenas would you want to play? Look forward to going to your rookie year. Where would you want to play at?
Chicago, Lakers, Golden State, San Antonio.
Really, that's a weird one.
Why's that?
No, I feel like that place hasn't been relevant. Hasn't had any type of relevant.
The coach is still Pop. So if I'm a rookie,
Oh, you trying to show out in front of Pop?
I'm probably gonna meet Pop, say hello, say something.
That's a good one. You're not gonna go to
I'm
Boston?
a person, man. I respect history, bro. I respect greatness. I embrace it, and I respect history. That is just me. I'm trying to think about other teams. I guess most people will say Madison Square Garden. I don't know if I'd be too hyped about that. Basketball. I think that's about it for me.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let's rewind like.
Google says Miami. Miami might be cool.
I don't know about Miami. Nah. I'll probably go.
And I play a little defense on Butler. You know. Cool.
You know what? I take it back. I would invest in like a Jalen Green or somebody like that. Because I'm looking at the markets right now. If you get it graded or anything like that, they're valuing it at over 20K. So I guess the younger players might be the play, but there's always going to be a risk. Oh, this is a good one too. That's a really good one.
Brooklyn, Raptors, Bucks, Bulls, Atlanta, Cavs, Knicks, Miami. That's not a bad list.
That's not bad. I've definitely the first place I want to go to will be Madison Square Garden, Boston. Like you said, the history, Staples Center, Golden State, just because of how successful they are. The Bulls, United Center, why not? That place is crazy. I feel like if OKC gets it together, that's a crazy place to play in.
That's a great stadium, man.
That's a crazy place. That's a crazy place.
Great stadium.
It's a really crazy place to play in. I want to be in an environment where it's us against the world type thing, and just to show out. So, Atlanta's crazy. I feel like Atlanta's a little hectic. Miami, I don't know about Miami. Miami's like a low key like a poor man version of LA. Like they want to be Hollywood, you know. I wish Seattle had a team because I would love to play in Seattle. What else? Who else? I can't think. Let me look at my cards. Yeah, that'd be it. I mean,
I did. You didn't name Cleveland.
Why would I want to go to Cleveland?
Well, I mean, the history of
as Joe Noah would say, "What do you do in Cleveland? what am I gonna do in Cleveland?"
I mean, that's where the great Kyrie Irving started.
Yeah, but I mean, there. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did want to go to Cleveland to watch him play, but that's good luck making that a trip. You know what I mean? Like after that game, what are you gonna do? Just chill at the hotel? That's not a lot of sightseeing for me. But
Yeah.
but maybe when during the LeBron years, probably that'd be a cool place to be. Houston.
We got a pool party alert. Pool is balling tonight. Let's see what's going on. I wish I could get this game, man. It's bothering me.
Tell you, just go on TikTok and just type in Lakers.
I'm saying Poole, I'm telling you, this is not gonna stop the loco. Better get ready. If they're winning, I'm coming to the Bay Area. Lakers up by 2. 6 minutes left. Anthony Davis at 28. He's balling out tonight.
Telling you, over 50 games after the whole.
Okay,
You better play over 50 games. We might have a problem. Oh, it's on NBA TV. Who's winning the football game? We haven't.
It's 13-10 Baltimore. 21 seconds left in the third. Wiseman has 13. Poole has 25. Curry has 24. Wiggins has 15. And let's just look at, I mean, we talk about young people, right? 13 minutes, 5 or 6 from the floor, 4 rebounds, 1 foul, 13 points. And Poole is 10 of 19, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 assists, 1 foul. Curry is 9 of 18, 4, 4, 24 points. It's all good, people.
We talked about this outside of the show, but I asked you about that Denver show, and the tickets are still cheap. So I want to ask everybody on this in the
When is the
live.
Denver show?
In 2 weeks. That's why I'm debating if I want to go. So what do you
A week
think?
after Delmar.
2 weeks after Del Mar, yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know because it's a free admission. The only thing that scares me, it's only over 100 tables.
Why does that scare you?
Because if I want to go to a show out of state, I will like to make at least more than 100 tables to make it value. Does that make sense? Or you think 100?
Yeah,
It
I hear
depends.
people say. I'm just saying. For me, I hear people say that. I've been to small shows that have great
That's
cards.
why. That's what I'm saying. Like if it's a premiere type field, then I'm all in. But I don't know because the shows I went to out of state, they have a big reputation.
Do you know
But
anybody that's been there? You know anybody that's been to the
well,
Denver show?
this is the same promoters that hold the big ones that they always have, like 400 tables and whatnot.
Oh, I think it's gonna be I mean, but I would ask someone who's been to a Denver show.
I don't know who's been there that we know. That's why maybe
I'm
somebody that's
pretty
on
sure.
the live.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure EJ or somebody knows
No,
somebody.
EJ hasn't. Oh, he probably does. I'll ask him.
Yeah, he gives them a shout out all the time when they have a show.
But
He
they
knows.
always have 5 of 5 because their big show the week of Burbank they had it like 500 tables. So this one is only 100, but it's free and it's
Are
only
we to
10
the
minutes.
point? Are we to the point now where a 100 table show is small?
I mean, we blessed to be in California, so
I
kinda.
mean, a premiere show is a 100 table show.
Yeah, but the quality of cards you get there is like unmatched. But I mean, but look at it.
Might be. I don't think these people are putting together a 100 table show that's like, I don't think so.
Hmm.
I mean, I just heard that Vegas was the cars that were in Vegas were wonderful.
Oh, I heard some people say it was underwhelming.
No, I didn't hear that. You heard that about the quality of cars on tables?
I'm talking about just the
No, I'm
the.
talking about the quality. You going to a show, JD? I'm talking about the quality of cars on tables.
But do you think we're maybe just spoiled?
Oh,
It's
I'm
like
not. I could go to a show with 10 tables. Doesn't bother
yeah,
me.
but you going out of state for 10 tables? You flying? Like you know what I mean?
If it was to Denver, yeah, probably so. It wouldn't bother me.
Okay,
G
well
and I,
that
G and I would bounce. Would not bother us.
I already got the approval from wifey, so I'm asking you and then asking everybody else because I want to go just because I want a different what's what I'm looking for. Different
Experience.
perspective experience. I want to be inspired. Like when you go to different shows out of state, you just get this different mindset of the way they're thinking, and then you bring it in. It's like a sponge.
I'm
You just
kind of with
grab.
Loco here. It's amazing that I'm with Loco here. Crazy how this hobby has evolved in the last couple of years. I just think when you said 100 tables, man, that's a large show.
I will. Rev said it's a good thing. Once you get over, you might have a difficult time getting every. I don't know. I mean, I want to do it because I haven't been out of state in a minute, and I just want to like try to end the year on a bang. I guess. I mean, the round trip is not even heavy. That's not even crazy to me. So I might. I don't know. I'll think about it. But I definitely want to go to. I definitely want to go just for the experience because I've been to Boston this year, Philly, and the Bay. That's it. and so and Delmar. But I mean,
Bro, I think 100 table show, bro, that was a time when people were, if you had 100 table show, people were blown away. I don't think that's a
maybe I'm
small.
overthinking it. Yeah.
I think you are.
Okay, then whatever. I'm going.
And I don't think people who are putting on, I've heard great things about the Denver show, but you got contacts. I mean, EJ could put you in contact with people who have
But that's
been,
another thing. That's the reason why I
probably
want to
talk
go
to the promoter.
because I could promote. A network over there. It's a different vibe. Have some people in Denver. Why
Yeah.
not? You know what? But what cards? What do you think their market is over there in Denver? You think they're gonna have a lot of basketball cards? Because it's a basketball and football town. Actually,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
would
three
think so.
sport town.
I would
You
think
have
so.
everything, huh?
Yeah, the Nuggets. I mean, everything's there.
I might find a Jokic for the low. Just kidding.
I don't think you're gonna go to the market and find a Jokic for the low.
I might find a
You
low
might find
Jokic.
some Kyrie for the low.
You might find some Steph Curry on the low.
Good. That's what I'm saying. You go to that
Yeah, no, I
market.
know.
Yeah.
No, but I might do it because like I told you in December we're going to New Jersey and New York, so hopefully there's something there that weekend.
Oh, this is
Oh,
Bob Lee
they
coming
might
up.
be big
Never
for
even
hockey.
seen
That's
him
right.
again. What's up, y'all? What's
I,
going
it
on?
might be a good. Might have a lot of hockey.
I think there's a
Interesting.
lot of opportunities for you, man.
Yeah,
So ours
you know,
says
twice.
ours says Poole and Wiseman look good as a tandem. Wiseman looks good when playing. Will hold on Poole cards and especially Wiseman. One table show, and that table is everything you want. He makes all the money. Less tables, the better, bro.
One table of shows. Yeah, you
But
better
hey,
have some
man,
quality.
we went to a show at a high school in Santa Barbara, 15 tables,
Uh huh.
and pulled a bunch of cards out of that. See,
All
and
right,
then Trevor says Denver will be big for hockey.
you ain't gotta tell me twice. Where's my career at? Where's my
Big
boy
John
Gully?
says hockey, baby.
And I've been buying hockey. I don't know what's gotten into me. I blame the Reverend for that. Where's my
The Reverend says November in Dallas, you have to come to one.
FD man? Whenever you ready, just tell me so I can get the days off.
I'm not gonna be able to get to Dallas until probably July or after next year.
Where is he?
Then I would really like to go to Dallas.
I would want to go to Dallas too because everybody's just hyping that thing up. Oh shoot, I don't know where my Correo's at. Oh yeah, this is my Holy Trinity. Oh, hold on. Never mind, I can't find it. My Holy Trinity right now is Kyrie, Derek Carr, and Correo. But I only have two of them. Oh no, I see. This is part of the Holy Trinity.
Well, LeBron is not playing tonight.
See, more hockey. Why? Oh, he's on load management after this. So
Yeah,
you know what?
there's no need for LeBron. There's no need for LeBron to play.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna use my points and I'm gonna go.
Yeah, man. I mean, you gotta live this thing, man.
You're right, huh?
Go.
Man,
That's what I should suggest.
do it while we're young.
Then do it when you're old.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Remember, FD's not old. Everybody, that was in a shot because everybody's always trying to start something.
Oh, I'm not old, man.
Hey,
Don't worry about it.
we haven't even talked about baseball. How you feeling about that?
I've been watching a little. I was telling the Reverend earlier. I've been watching a little baseball.
But
At least knowing what's going on, but I'm not watching games in detail.
the season, the players don't start till Tuesday. You know that, right?
Yeah, what's up with these 2 games? You win 2 games, you move. What is that?
I know that's crazy, huh? They
It's
try
so
to
weird to me, man. I can't get in.
hockey.
I
Hockey's
was like,
trying
man, St. Louis got put out. They lost 2 games. What?
hockey's just trying to They're hockey's trying to be greedy. I mean, hockey. I'm sorry, baseball's trying to be greedy with it. You know what I mean? The more games, the better.
And they're trying to get some TV money, man.
Man, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, we
And
playing the
we were talking about
Indians.
Pujols, some kind of way wheeled his way to 700 home runs.
Yeah, he forced his way, in, and
Wheeled.
I wish he would have made it to the second round. But I'm just saying, FD, if the Mariners could beat Houston, we in there. I'm telling you. I'm not saying it's easy. It's gonna be easier. It is gonna be easier, but it's a lot easier to go through the World Series getting Houston out the way. And I hope Houston gets out the way. I hate Houston, but I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, wild card round. Yeah.
Baseball's fun. Baseball postseason is
Oh,
fun.
hold up. You said if Houston gets put out, Dodgers are good? Is that what you're saying right
No,
now?
I ain't thinking about no Dodgers. I'm thinking about the Yankees.
Oh, you're talking about the Yankees. I mean, you think
Oh, I'm not.
the Yankees will win the World Series with Cole giving up all kind of hits?
I know that boy giving up the cheeks. Oh my goodness, what is he doing?
I mean, they calling people out of the parking lot. And they like. Yeah.
But I mean, playoff Cole is different. I mean, the only thing about playoff baseball is that you better come correct because each at bat is crucial. I'll tell you that much. You can't be striking out every inning and expect to win the game. You gotta get on base.
What is WSF?
The World Series.
But what's the F?
Finals. I don't. I hope Houston don't. I can't stand Houston. If anybody here likes Houston, y'all crazy.
You talking about people beating trash cans?
Yeah, I like it was only a one game and done. When it was one game, that was fun.
Yeah, one game. That's what we need to get back to now.
That's more. It's more competitive, but man. But I think the next round's best of 5.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
And then the ALS whatever ALCS is
7. The Reverend roots for Houston.
Oh man, Houston, they shouldn't even give me back
that. Reverend, that's for real. Tell us what you thought about that beating the trash can thing.
FC, don't start that thing. That breaks my heart every time.
What you think about that? And it wasn't just that; it was like stealing signs from the center fielder.
That I hate.
What you think about that? It was.
I was
with them when they were the Disastros with the bat. Oh, I get that, but let me know about that cheating thing now.
FD,
baseball just got to make it 8 teams per league from the bench.
They should, but that makes me want to cry. FD, like how you treat like that, and then they go in there, and then it makes it worse after everything was done. They're like, we didn't cheat. Like we didn't need to cheat to win. Yeah, you did because if
you know what, my fandom for Carlos Carrera was growing
that boy
until that scandal started. And how he acted around that, I can't
stand him. And then, but if you look at the games throughout each series they played, especially against us, we were blowing them out at Yankee Stadium. Then we went to Houston. It was a 1-run game every time. And then they always come with these theories. When Jose Altuve hit the home run off Chapman to win the game, supposedly that was that's when they used it. And then he didn't want to rip off. And, I hate the Astros. If this was a PJ show, yeah, if it was a PJ
run the home plate like this.
Come on, FD, man, you ain't showing no goodies. I just feel like they should have took that series. They should have took that title away because that's not right.
But if they would have, that would have caused a whole bunch of ruckus, bro.
Oh well.
That Manfred did not want to mess with.
They should have took away Altuve.
I don't disagree.
They should have took away Altuve's MVP as well.
Local says that the player that suffered the worst was Yu Darvish. He did.
Yeah, and that Dodger fans hate him.
But it wasn't his fault, man. They were beating drums on him. They were doing stuff, man.
But I mean, at the same time, you pitch if it still helps that if you know what they're coming with, you still gotta hit it. You know what I mean? Like you still gotta be able to have the skill to hit the ball. But man, that
need him coming with it. Man, he is getting paid. He signed a healthy contract.
Yeah, and he got hurt too. You saw he got hurt last game.
Yeah. The baseball spirit's coming back on. Hold up. April has a question. What does the message on your name mean, JD? I was gonna get there. JD is trying to say that. He's trying to say, okay, so April, Kansas City plays his Raiders Monday night. And he's saying that Derek Carr, who's the quarterback of the Raiders, is going to take Kansas City down.
I was trying to be creative with it, but I just, whatever.
I saw it 5 minutes in, and I said, I'm not going to talk about that.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I'm thinking like this. I'm happy we didn't play today because I would have been in a worse mood. But We'll see. I'm telling you like this, F Dizzle. If we win tomorrow, we back in the race. We back. I'm still mad Cleveland blew the lead today, but
But if you lose tomorrow,
I mean we go into the. Hey, after
yeah,
that,
it's
af-
on then, baby.
no, after that we still got a good run. Because last like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, we started like 5-1, and then we went like 6-0-6, then up. So baseball's crazy. But I mean, I want to win tomorrow because it's prime time. Everybody's watching, you watching, G's watching, my kids watching, the dog's watching. So we got to come correct because if we don't win tomorrow, you know, the memes is coming. So we'll see. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
excited.
Loco's rolling with you, man. He said I just got a bunch of cards back from PSA.
Oh man, come on, big fella.
My
Where
cards
my
are like 50%. Okay.
I have a lot
The
of dead
question I
cards.
have, Loco and JD, is Carr a future Hall of Fame?
No, I mean, yeah, yeah.
I know Loco doesn't care because he's like, man, I ain't worry about the long
I
term.
think he's a future Hall of Famer with the Raiders, but I don't think he's gonna make it. You gotta win playoff games
Are
and
you
you gotta
talking
win
about
an MVP.
Raiders Hall of Fame? I'm not talking about team Hall of
No,
Fame.
I'm telling you,
Oh, that
team,
big
but
thing, the big thing he can.
I'm telling you like this: if we win tomorrow, I'm doing jumping jacks, push-ups, backflips.
Make sure you record all this for the game.
I definitely can't do a backflip, but I'll like get on the
You
floor and
should
like
just get in some grass and try,
yeah, I'll do a tumble.
and have someone record that for the
I'm
grass.
definitely gonna like I'm telling you like this: if we win tomorrow, woo, we jumping, we doing fireworks. You guys gonna think it's 4th of July where I'm at?
He said he doesn't think Carr is a future Hall of Fame.
Well, I mean, what you want me to say?
This year could push him into Matt Stafford's zone. Because did you see Matt Stafford today?
He got busted up. You saw that tackle? Woo! That boy feel bad for him.
Ooh, he got handled.
You know what's crazy though? He goes through that through.
Ooh.
I bet he gets hit a lot during practice, dealing with Aaron Donald and the shenanigans that he got.
You see that sleeve he has on his throwing arm? I wonder what's under that sleeve.
Pads.
For that elbow.
Yeah. Damn, the Reverend's trying to hurt my feelings today. Look at him.
45-24
Oh
KC.
my god,
Let me take a picture. Oh man.
man! I thought we were cool, Rev, and this is how you treated me.
Greg says he got to keep it real. Why he's rooting for the Astros? He's got to keep it real. Michael
Okay.
Parsons is a beast, but Michael Parsons also slightly
I'll
tore
tell you like this,
pulled
man.
his groin, not tore. He
Like
slightly
FD
pulled his
said,
groin. We'll see how that impacts him.
KC is not explosive like FD said. I'm rolling with FD on that one, but we'll see. I mean,
And
Travis Kelsey loves seeing us, so Travis Kelsey gonna kill us tomorrow.
Travis Kelsey likes playing
He loves playing the Raiders.
that
But we'll
outside
see.
wide receiver spot too.
But I mean, I don't know if we run the ball efficiently and we do our thing.
You know you
We
have a problem running the ball, all right?
no, I'm saying if we run the ball efficiently and we hold Mahomes to like 18 points, I think we got a chance. But I don't know, man. That's a lot of ifs.
The Reverend says Barry Bonds is the home run king. You think
It
that?
still it still takes talent to hit, but I mean, if you telling me throwing a fastball inside, I know where to swing my bat.
Mm.
I know how to shorten
There's
my
some people
swing.
out here that say Hank Aaron is the home run king.
Ah, man, numbers lie, FD. You know the saying, women lie, men lie, numbers don't.
I don't
I
know.
mean, it's black and white. Everything sports is black and white. It's just how you approach the argument. Hmm.
Miami season is over. Tua's career might be over.
Oh yeah, the homie getting hurt. The homie's not coming back for a minute. When's their bye? Let me check their schedule out.
I don't think he's coming back this year. I don't. You all tell me out there if you think I'm wrong on that. I don't think Tua's coming back this year.
If I were him, I'm not coming back at all. We talked about it last week. So next week they play the Vikings, and then they got a bye, and then they go against the Lions, the Browns, Niners. Damn. Oh wait, I don't know when their bye is. Actually, no. Their bye is in 3 weeks.
You can read this.
Hold on. I'm
They
not.
need them coming with it. The Raiders usually start to play well once they're eliminated from the playoffs.
Wow. You know what? Whatever. You see tomorrow.
Reverend, I'm telling you, I don't see him this year,
He
and I
needs
don't
to quit.
know.
I'm forcing my way out.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, us as the community, of the fans of the, we don't know what he's going through right now.
He's probably pissed as hell. You tell me he's
Well,
not
I'm just
mad?
saying the side effects, bro. We don't know if he has
Oh
ringing.
yeah, he's definitely
We
thinking
don't
he's
know if
in.
he can't sleep at night. We don't know if
Yeah.
he's vomiting. We don't know what's going on with Tua right now.
Probably,
And I'm not saying someone should tell us. It's his. I just really hope he's okay. That's such a young person in his life to have these kind of issues.
I just think he's probably thinking he's in Alabama. Who knows what he's going through?
Loco, I don't know if there is a normal concussion protocol. What happened to him happens to someone. I just
That's
don't know. That's just me. Man, hopefully he is feeling well and just recuperating. Things like that are going well. But
man,
the
I
way
hope
they
so,
went down to
man.
him week after week could be very serious.
See, that's another risk, high reward. Remember how high people were on Tua the first few weeks of the NFL season? He probably had a 20K card. Now it's
He
not
did.
20K.
But what did I tell you at that time, JD? No one out there has heard me talk about quarterbacks.
Quarter,
I
man,
purchased a. I don't own a high level or high value Herbert card. I bought a Burrow card that's probably worth a pretty good amount. I think at the time I paid $900 for it.
sure.
Uh, and that was early in his rookie year, like early. I was in the place, saw it. I was like, I talked it down in price, talked it down by like $400, purchased the card. But the quarterback position, I'm gonna say this over and over again, and you'll hear other people saying something totally different. Is the one of the toughest uh, positions to play or roles to have in professional sports.
It's not even close.
You see Peyton Manning, you see Tom Brady, you see Joe Montana, you've even seen Troy Aikman. You're like, man, they make it look a certain way. It is very difficult to come out here and read these defenses and have different people coming at you that run anywhere from a 4.5 to a 4.7 or 4.8, and then you got some linemen like today the Rams to avoid the double team people. I knew this was coming. They line Aaron Donald out on the end position, and he's rushing. He's pointing in. He's coming straight for the quarterback. He's trying to collapse that pocket. So you got all that going on. How do you play that position? Only certain people can play that position. So we had a plethora of quarterbacks just lined up, and people are talking about them.
Yeah,
The
and
natural part of selection, like natural select, a lot of these people are not gonna make it. They're not gonna be around. And look who's playing this week. Patriots have a second or third string quarterback. Miami, I don't even know who this person is.
yeah, but I
Uh,
mean, let me. This is crazy. I mean, even real quick, even Trey Lance, his optic. Guess how much it sold for? $15.
okay,
Like Matt Jones optic blue scope, $15. Like,
but I don't know why. This is what I don't know why. If you go back, Trey Lance had limited experience in college, and he went to North Dakota State. So, and I'm not knocking his university or his program or even his conference, but the speed of the game is very different in every.
oh yeah, definitely.
So,
Speak on
who
that.
thought? Why did people think that this guy's going to come out here, barring no injury? He probably would still be struggling right now.
Yeah, but just think about it too. F Dizzle, he came from a division. Well, it's not even a Division 1 school, right?
Yeah, I think
So,
North Dakota State is Division One.
oh, it is. But I mean, it's not like you're. That's why he dropped so
They're
low.
going to be on TV every day. So, in
Yeah.
those divisions, you have. If you're at if you're at Florida State, if you're at Alabama, you have more NFL talent on the
Oh,
field than you
definitely.
would have in
The
North Dakota. You
speed.
still have some,
The
but you
speed
have
is there.
less. Yeah.
The speed is this. That's the closest you're gonna get to NFL game because of the division you're in.
Loco says Trey Lance would be a good buy because I believe there would be hype for him. See, these are the things that you have to like. I couldn't touch Trey Lance with a 10-foot pole.
Man, if you told me $10 for a Trey Lance card, I'll buy it right now
I
and
couldn't mess
flip.
with that.
But I
I'll
mean,
put
if
that
you
into something else. I can't
no,
mess
but
with
I'm
that.
saying, let me hold on. Let me just look at the research real quick. Let me just show it. Where is the tray at? If it's going for $15, let me just see how much a grade it would be. Hold on. Optic blues.
What's up, Feed the Gods? Always
Oh,
good to have you here.
yes.
What's going on? I look forward to seeing you at Delmar.
Or he don't even got nothing on the floor. He ain't even got nothing on the thing. Nobody's grading. Nobody's grading Trey Lance. But it's one of those things, FD, where it's where if you buy it low and then you sell it high, like yeah, but it's a risk.
Okay, while you're doing research, what are Jimmy Garoppolo's cards like right now? I haven't looked at that.
But Jimmy
Has
Garoppolo.
his values went up?
Uh, I don't even know who buys Jimmy Garoppolo though.
But I'm
Like
saying
that.
if Trey Lance went out, people didn't move over to Jimmy and
Well, let's just look at the last recent sales before real quick. Tim's already ate.
From the bench has a
Oh,
good point here. More people have to watch the tape before they decide to. Let me read this again. I'm too hyped. From the bench, more people have to watch the tape before they decide to invest in these names. And we don't do that. We don't do that. People are not doing that. And they don't
well,
even know the history of the player or where they came from or how much college experience did they have. Did they start? How many games did they start? What level did they play at? Did you go back and watch some college footage? It's out there. Did anybody go back and watch Trey Lance when he was at North Dakota State?
and just to break it up real quick. I don't even know who Trey Lance was. That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's,
I
it's
don't even
like
know.
it's like when the Clippers picked up drafted Michael Olowokande, number one. None of us knew him in the regular season.
I don't even know who that was.
I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I hear people talking about Ben
Or
Simmons.
when the Cavs drafted Anthony Bennett, I'm like, what the hell is that?
I hear people talking about Ben Simmons throughout that entire collegiate year. I was not paying attention or hearing about Ben Simmons at LSU until it got time to the end of the season, and then we're walking into a draft.
Yeah, but
I,
Jamie
I
cards
just don't
are low.
know.
His cards are low. FD. His Prism, Silver Prism, sold for $81 a PSA 10. There's no value in Jimmy Garoppolo. I
So,
would not
and
think.
people know that. So that tells me people have checked that box. They've seen enough film. They've seen enough games. If they've been at the sports park, wherever they've been, they've seen games of Jimmy Garoppolo. They've checked the box out. This is not the guy.
But
He's a
it's
good fill-in, but like Needham, got him says here, Trey Lance still has a speculation hype behind him. As soon as that hype goes away, that's when you sell. For me, I can't even pick it up.
no. But I mean, now I'll play devil's advocate. It's so low right now. It's about like buy his base for like I don't know $5-10, right? You grade it with the PSA $18 a card. You're investing maybe $30 into it. You're doubling your money like that. So people may see it as a different side of somebody else might see okay maybe it's a good time to buy, but at the same time who's gonna buy him? Even it's so low, who's gonna invest in Jimmy if they don't believe in him? Because he might not be there next year. What's he gonna? Where is he gonna go next year? So it's one of those things you got to move it quick. Do you know what that word is? Liquid. It has to be liquid.
But I think every time we talk about cards, it's about time frames. How long are you holding? What are you selling?
Yeah, that's what it is. Because
R says, I've been telling y'all about Steph, Poole, and Lance.
but it's a risk. Like Loco's saying, now you're talking JD, buy cheap and grade. Yeah, you could do that, but there's lots of things that come into play. So let's just real quick. Since we're still on Jimmy, I have him on here. So the last sales for Jimmy, let me just put up his PSA 10s real quick so we could narrow it down. So the PSA 10s, the last sold was October 9th, October 2nd, September 30th. You see, there's not a consistent sales market. It's usually if so, who's like a higher end player? Lamar Jackson is on PSA 10. You'll see multiples listing sold that day, the same day. Let me see, October 9th. He has multiple cars that sold the same day. So you could buy these cars at a low end, but moving is the hardest thing to do. That's how I feel because I have all these cars that I grade. It's cool to have them, but the toughest thing is to move in at a price where you know you're gonna either make profit or you're gonna break even or lose money. So there's a lot of things that come to play with buying. What FD is saying, what I'm saying too. But again, it always goes back to you doing your research because at the end of the day, you could look like a genius or not. People invest in Trey Lance now. You have everything ready when he's ready to come out. But how about he comes back and he's not the same player? You're
And I
looking
always ask the
crazy.
question, do you have the faith to sit in a silo? Do your own
Asylum?
research. No, seriously, as a person buying cars, sit in your own virtual silo, do your own research, look at talent, be a GM of your
Oh
collection
yeah.
game, whatever it is. Look, understand who this player is, and make a buying decision.
Hmm.
Can you do that? Do you feel confident doing that? Or do you need to turn and have 5, 10 people validate?
It's called discipline. It's called discipline. Because I'll give you another one. All these paninis, the supernovas I bought them for like $5 and I graded them for 18. Now I'm sitting here thinking, how am I going to get rid of them because there's no sales on them? So it all goes back to what we're saying. I really agree with I agree what you're saying because it's really hard. It's really hard because you got to put in the time and the effort to watch a certain player do their thing on film, and you got to be disciplined because you don't know what's going to happen. Because you looking crazy, especially if you're depending on sports cards for like your main source of income. Woo, that thing is tough. You can be like, wife, you're gonna be looking at you like you crazy. Like you invested 10 grand on Jimmy Garoppolo, and you only getting like 5 grand out of it. Like you got to move that thing quick.
It's a tough decision. These are tough decisions to make, and it's not
That's
easy. I mean, I know I purchased some stuff where it's not an easy decision, but it's a decision that needs to get made.
But you know what it is though with you is just like when I talk to you, people are like, man, your boy FD tripping. I'm like, not he ain't tripping to me because the way you back up the reason why you buying these cars makes me feel comfortable. I'm like, okay, he know what he doing because of the facts that you're giving me.
Yep.
So people tell me I'm crazy when I buy Kyrie, but when I tell them that's my favorite player, they all start to like step back a little bit because people be pressing me,
Mm-hmm.
asking me why am I like you crazy, but if you
Mm-hmm.
have a valid reason why you're doing it, people are not gonna they're gonna step back.
You know what I like though in life? I'm just gonna tell you about me. Since I was really, really young, when people think I'm way out, they don't understand what I'm doing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Play, you stay in your lane, big fella.
I do what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm gonna keep doing it.
It's rinse and repeat,
Way before rolling with FD, man. I made plays on autographs.
and that's a
Um,
smart. You inspired me to
let
buy
me
an
tell you
auto.
about something risky. Let me tell you. I don't even know if y'all know this story. We'll probably make an episode about it one day. I don't even know if you know this story. I had a painting made. Let me tell you about the most riskiest thing I've ever done. I had a painting made of Hank Aaron. This was before Hank Aaron passed away. I packed that thing. This was 6 feet by 5 feet, not a small painting. I packed that thing in a big kind of industrial work van,
Uh-huh.
and I drove from L.A. to Atlanta.
Damn.
And when I started driving, the whole way I'm driving, the promoter of the show, that's why I told you, JD, sometimes you can just talk to these people. I'm talking to the promoter of the signing, and he's telling me, well, Mr. Aaron usually changes the date of when he's going to sign. So if I was you, I wouldn't drive that all the way out there. I told him on the phone, let me take the risk because I don't have a problem with it. I have ice in my veins. I don't have a problem with risk. I
Oh,
can
all right.
I can take the risk. I'll get in the car. I'll drive for 3 days, knowing that date may change. I
Mm-hmm.
drove that entire distance. Did not know until I got there if the date was still on. I called the people the day before. They said, "Yeah, we think we're still good tomorrow." Dropped that thing off on a Tuesday. Picked it up Wednesday. Signed.
Yep.
Now, how many people would do that?
Yep. But I'll let you finish, and I'll give you my perspective.
Most
That's
people will
crazy.
find an excuse, or I can't do that, or I don't want to take the days off, or he may change his mind. Uh, what was it? 5 6 months after that, Hank Aaron
Mhm.
passed away.
Yep. Whew, but you driving. So this is how and we talked about this all the time. You talked about driving out there. You didn't care, but for me, I don't want to have that what if experience. What if in my back of my mind? So I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? So if
That's
you're
what I
gonna
said.
drive out there, you gotta drive out there because you gotta make money. Not money. You gotta take risks to be successful. No matter I don't care
Anything you want to do,
anything you do. If
anything.
nobody is successful without taking a risk, I'll tell you that. You can be prepared all you want. You can have all the data, everything you can have. You can have all the numbers lined up. But if you don't take that risk, there's no point because all that research goes down the drain. So that's why you always got to be prepared. But yeah,
And I'm also a person like I'm not just gonna start talking about it. I'm about to be about it.
yeah, you got to be about it. You got to back up what you believe in because at the end of the day, only person that's going to believe in you is yourself, and that's all you got.
That's all you got.
And I'm telling you, big fella, I always have. I'm gonna go now, but you second guess yourself. Once you have doubt in your mind, that changes everything. That's why you cannot let doubt creep in because once you see it at the door, put his little head in, then everything just go. You just start thinking like, man, I'm not gonna do it. You start look overthinking everything, then
Mm-hmm.
that changes the whole scenario instead of just actually doing it, and you actually go in there, have a plan, and believe in your plan
Sure.
and whatever you want to do, and then it's gonna work out. Because one, it may not work out, but what you get the experience out of it, right? You see what type of environment you're going into. You see everything that plays out, and it may not work out, but at least you did it. And then instead of sitting back at home thinking like, man, I wonder if I drove to Atlanta, what happened? You just be second
My
guessing.
analogy always: do you get in a box and do you close the lid yourself,
Hmm.
or do you keep that box open or break the walls down and never be in the box?
You have
Do
to.
you really do what you want to do? There's so many times in life that I've thought about, well, maybe I should do something. Then I start developing a plan on how I'm going to get that done.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's like every week I have an agenda with Roll with FD. I have an agenda with what's the flavor. I have an agenda with what's to play. If I go to a car show, I'm not just walking in. Like I've done research,
You
right?
have to.
Hours of research. I'm ready. I can see a car on the table and I already know what the price probably is in the market right now and what they have it marked at. I
It's
already know if I see
discipline.
a deal or not.
It's discipline. That's
Yeah, so like
discipline.
you gotta be on this all the time. And I just don't I'm just not a person who walks around like doubting myself and I
You
don't know
can't
about this.
doubt, man.
And even if something doesn't work out that I thought it was going to work out, if I line 12, if I line 20 things up that I thought was going to work a certain way, and they don't, but only 10 do, 15 do, 8 do, I'm still accomplished something.
Hmm. You got to take that risk. That's
That's how
all
I
it
live.
is. If you don't take risks, there's no reward, and there's no
I'm
reward
also a
without
person
risk.
who moved from Chicago
That's a risk.
To California by myself.
Yeah. When I travel by myself, I'm not saying it's the same genre, but I'm saying this going out and doing things by yourself, taking a risk is like you got to be brave. You have to be
How much
brave.
do you learn about yourself, JD, when you do that?
Oh, let me quick story. One of my low I wouldn't even say my lowest point. One of my points where I was in JD was I lost my job and then I bought my ticket to my wife bought my ticket at the time to New York, but we weren't together, whatever, right? So I went to New York by myself without a job, whatever, spending time with my family. It was really hard because I just lost my job. So I was like, man, what am I gonna do out here? And then I just decided, I'm just gonna live my life. I'm not gonna sit in my grandparents' house and not do anything. So I went out to New York, and when I came back, I found myself, as you would say, because you may not know what's gonna happen in the future, because no one does. But if you take one step at a time, you're getting closer to where you at the end of the goal, right? So that's how
Mhm.
I saw it. Because I'm not. You could just sit there and be depressed and all that stuff, but man, you take it one step at a time, you'll get out of that and you'll find your groove again.
See, R says, feed the gods. People say the same thing about me when I collect Steph Curry's, and they laugh harder with Jordan Poole. When I bought a Curry card about a year ago, people thought I was insane. Like
Man,
right now, most people are buying Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, Zion, and Ja.
yeah,
I want them to keep doing that.
sure. Who knows? I might look like a genius next year in a few months with Kyrie,
Could be.
and Derek Carr. So, I mean, at
You
the
never
end of the
know.
day, buy what
I
you like.
walked into. I'm gonna tell y'all this story too, and we're gonna pull the card out and say something about it. When we first started the channel, I walked into a show, the premiere show, and I pulled an Aaron Judge rookie card mini out of 50 out of $1 box.
How much is the value now?
I have no idea, but I think I paid $35 for it.
34?
$35.
Oh, hold on. Aaron Judge mini
Aaron Judge mini,
tops?
I think it's tops
Oh, probably.
out of 50. It's out of 50 number. And that was in $1 box. Now, see, this is when people start talking to me about, oh man, Aaron Judge, man, he just hit 62. People have wrote him off. He's hurt all
Oh,
the time.
you should. I wrote him off
When I
too.
when I went
He ain't
into
right back.
when I went into a show at the beginning of the year, G and I walk in, everybody talking about Wanda Franco. There was no Aaron Judge anywhere. Unless it was probably in $1 box.
Yeah, he definitely
People
he
have
took
wrote
the
off
time. So
the last probably 6 years. Who's talking about Albert Pujols?
yeah, he bet on himself, and he about to get paid. He
But
about to
hindsight
get
is
paid.
2020. You have a lot of people tell you the first 5 years of Giannis' career. I didn't hear anybody talking about Giannis.
Little shh. Woo, I did not see that coming. I'm not
Yeah,
even
but a
gonna
lot of people say, man, oh Giannis, man, Giannis. But no, you weren't talking about that back in the day. I remember when his PMG red was still cheap.
That's a PMG. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it doesn't have his
Oh
Buck
God
uniform on.
damn, that thing is 14 grand. A
Yeah, bro.
PSA 10.
I remember that thing was cheap. Yeah,
That's a 20. There you go. You invest in Yana. That's 20K right there.
that's a 20K card, and that card will continue to go up, pop on this low.
Yeah. Damn, I did not know he had a PMG.
Yeah,
Damn, that boy
and
looked
that's
cold.
number. What is that out of? Isn't that out of 100?
at 150. So there's something lower than that. So he must have like a purple or like a blue
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
a yellow or a pink. I don't know. That's crazy.
So Art says plan your work and work your plan. It's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up. But hopefully you don't run out of cash from getting knocked down too many times. If your strategy is right, I don't see how that happens.
Hey man,
I didn't hear no bail one more round.
wait, but money is replaceable. Money, you could get money anytime. Time is not. So you value time more than money any day.
Just the way I'm wired, though, the hobby wouldn't be fun to me if I was just listening to other people and buying what they bought.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be fun to
I'd
me.
stay in my lane, man. I don't care. I mean, yeah, I'd be stealing some stuff. Shout out to Reverend, but I just, you just gotta stay in your lane because that's what makes you who you are. That makes you different.
Loco said he wants to hear more about me moving from Chicago to LA. Loco, probably the average story. If you know anybody that's moved 3,000 to 5,000 miles away from where they were born, you learn a lot about yourself. Short amount of time.
There's nothing wrong with that too.
And you got to
You
rely on
need that.
yourself.
You need that.
If you live your life for one more round mentality, you'll be all right. You will be. Yeah, I'm looking over my right here. Lamar is having a good game.
Yeah,
Game of
everybody.
16, Cincinnati with 52 seconds left. Justin Tucker for Baltimore is warming up as a kicker. So we'll stay on until probably this game is just about to end. I see people look at Aaron Judge as the same way as Anthony Davis, a good player that seems to always get hurt. That's how people have always talked about Aaron Judge over the last probably 6 seasons. And
But he's only been in the league for 5 years.
that's like Giancarlo Stanton right now.
Oh man, where my G at? Where is it? I still haven't sent him in. Oh well, I'll hold it. I'm just gonna hold him long term. I'm just gonna get the card, the auto graded.
I agree with this right now. Everybody's talking about Aaron Judge. If you're going to move him, you better move him before the end of the season. Because buying at the peak, Judge needs to string together another 8 seasons. I looked him up the other day. I think he has. Let me look him up. I want to say 350 home runs. JD, dude, hit the number for me. How many home runs total does Aaron Judge have? My phone.
Oh, hold on. I was watching this game because I didn't realize it was close.
Yeah, I think Baltimore's about to win this.
Well, they already converted the first down.
Think about how many close games Cincinnati loses.
Man, Cincinnati ain't even good. Whatever. His home runs is 220. You got a long way to. He's already 30. He's not gonna. He has
Yes,
a long way.
so he had like 150 something at the beginning of the season.
He's not gonna. He's not gonna hit 700. He might be lucky to even hit 5. Well, I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. He can hit 5. He has to stay healthy.
he has to play 5 more years.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if that means he got to hit like 50 home runs every year.
How old is Aaron Judge?
He's 30. He's not gonna hit 500.
He has 10 more years to play.
I'm talking about like at a high level. He has
That'd
like
be hard for him. It's gonna be hard for him.
he might if he's lucky if he hits 500. He started too late.
How old is Pujols?
I don't know, like 38. No, he's older than 38.
So that means Judge has 20 more years to play.
Yeah, but Pujols he's 42.
So Judge has 22 more years to play.
Yeah, but Albert Pujols played for 21 years.
Yeah, and the last 5 were.
But see, when he was at his prime, he was at his prime. That boy was hooping. He was being regarded as one of the best players in MLB.
Oh, he was one. He was.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no doubt about that.
Is he gonna make it?
But nowadays, do you have to hit 500 to go to Hall of Fame?
Oh, they won. Yeah, that's the standard.
Oh, you already saw the kick?
Yeah, they won.
What? I'm still.
I told you. I'm telling you, TikTok don't play.
Oh, TikTok. Yeah. So think about how many close games Cincinnati has already lost this year.
Yeah, Cincinnati just went through a run. Whatever. That ain't an issue to us. Whatever.
Justin Tucker is the GOAT. Adam Vinatieri is the GOAT.
Man, how much
Justin
did Lamar
Tucker is a bad boy, though.
Man.
So how many yards did Jackson have tonight?
Not that much. I didn't start him. Well, I'm not going to start him until next week because Derek Carr's on a bye. I don't know what he got today. It's not showing. Oh, he only had 172 yards passing, a touchdown, an interception, and 58 yards rushing.
Who's the MVP of the league right now? I don't think there is one. Nobody comes to mind.
Jalen Hurts. I'm just saying that because he's 5-0. I don't know.
That probably is the leading candidate.
Yeah, but the Eagles might lose 6 games in a row. So if you have
Yeah,
any
I just
Jalen
like to
Hurts,
take segments of the season, like the first 4 or 5 weeks, next 4 or 5 weeks, just to see where people are at.
yeah.
From the bench said Josh Allen is the MVP. I can see that argument.
Shoot. But yeah, man, I can't wait.
Austin Eckler had 174 yards rushing. He's a bad man. He is. I just hope he can stay healthy.
Ooh,
He stays healthy. The Chargers can be somebody's problem.
I gotta. But yeah, man. Woo! I can't wait.
You know, everyone, I appreciate you all being here. It's been a great conversation. I didn't know what we talk about tonight.
This was what's probably one of our what episode are we on 29? Oh, that's crazy. Ironically, episode 30 might be at Delmar. What episode were we at when we were at Delmar?
I can't remember that.
Where G at? G will know.
Hey, yo, G.
But yeah, I'll bring the laptop and we got to get this going for
Delmar people this weekend. You all can sing the song with us. Delmar.
How long ago was Delmar? Oh, April or May.
Delmar.
Where is it at?
JD, you not gonna sing with me, man?
No. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out when we were at Delmar. When we were at Delmar? May, right? What month are we in? Oh, that's way too long.
Was it May? That was before that.
Yeah, I was on vacation. Like first week of May, last week of April. Let me see. Where is it at before we go? FD Delmar. Oh, it was 5 months ago. Episode 8.
Oh wow. Yeah, I thought it was a while ago. Needham, got him. Delmar is north of San Diego. It's in California.
Yeah, it's a racetrack.
Yeah, Delmar Fairgrounds. Needham, what state are you in before we get out of here? Let me know.
Can't wait, big fella.
Josh Allen leading the league in passing yards, passing touchdowns. Teams 4-1 has 222 yards rushing and 2 running touchdowns.
I'm
the
ready.
question is on him: is he gonna get put out this year? G says he is 29.
All right, so episode 30 will be next week. Man, we almost to 50. Then we're gonna be almost to 100. Then we almost be at 150. Then 200. Then 250. Then 300. We almost there.
We're rolling.
All right, man. That was I enjoyed tonight's episode. I love this one.
It was good. We got into some conversations about different things. It's always good.
Yes, sir.
Don't be afraid out there. Do your research. Make your decision.
I'll see you guys next week with F Dizzo.
See you all later. And then we'll be from the show, so you'll hear a buzz, but it'll be all good. And if you see either one of us at the show, say what's up. Oh, you in Buffalo? Oh, very cool.
Damn, it's like 11:30. I appreciate it. 11:30. Still hanging. Well, it's a holiday season. It's holiday tomorrow, so yeah.
Appreciate you. The Indigenous Day.
Yeah, Indigenous
Peoples Day.
Yeah. Something like that. But yeah, extra day to relax. So tomorrow, either I'm gonna be in a good mood, either I'm gonna be dancing, doing cartwheels, or I'm gonna be crying. Hopefully, doing cartwheels and dancing.
Hey, peeps, don't worry about it. It's here for you, man. It'll be on as soon as we get off. Nothing but love for you. Appreciate you always being here and your support. JD, you have a good one. Everybody out there, have a good one. Thank you for your comments. We had a detailed conversation about many different things. Yeah, Jimmy G won again. Nobody really put up big numbers. No big receiving. Depot had an average day, but they got that dub, though. So, I mean, we'll see.
Yep. All right, FD. F Dizzle, I'll see y'all later.
All right, y'all have a good one, y'all. Mm-hmm.